The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT. The stream will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, 1900 hours GMT.
Hello everybody! Hopefully you can all see and hear me. If everything is working correctly. Should all be working. If it isn't, do tell me. Yay! We might still have a couple of outstanding gremlins, but at least it won't be as bad as last time. How you doing, Double Tap? And hello, Reese. Hello, Jesse. Yeah, I agree. We'll come on to the accessibility discussion. Hey, Joe. Welcome in. Lovely to see you as always. And hey, Horseman, how are you doing? Good to have you here. And hello, RTR. Lots of people here joining in excitement and anticipation. And who was that first that person who completed the first act, Horseman? I have an idea, but it'd be good to have confirmation. DB is running a tad late. He's just informed me, which is fine. It's not a problem. Let me turn the. Where's the? Oh, whoa. Okay. I just scared myself with the audio, which none of you heard, which is fine. Hold on. Let me bring that in. There we go. No, well, Jukesy, you've already alluded to Audio Adventures anyway. What I am going to say, so Audio Adventures is an interesting little hardware, physical cartridge-based system that I currently do not have, but I'm hoping to obtain in the near future. And what do you mean no audio? There should be music at least. There should be music coming through. No, there should be music, sort of. What? Well, I'm hearing. So why? Oh, do not. Strange. Right. Well, that's not muted. Don't tell me it's rerouted my desktop as well. In which case, the stream of Sea of Thieves wouldn't have worked. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm going to have to go into settings here, aren't I? Am I going to be allowed to? Is OBS going to let me? Yes, it is. Okay. Right, let's see if we can... Oh, wait, hold on. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Can I do it from here? Let's see. Properties. Ah! If I do this... There we go. Oh. Wait, is it still there? Okay, so we will... Right, we'll treat... Okay, I'm going to need to... Still there? Good. Thank goodness for that. Music is there. Good. Right, sorry about this. So, essentially, to give you an idea of what happened, so I recently updated Windows because I was trying to sort out driver... Don't know if it's doubling up or not. It shouldn't be, but...
Electros and NX Shadows. 1579 C.
Is that better?
Press view button to animus. Press menu
Let me call DB as well. Let me just get him in. Right. So, what you mean? You mean it's not doubling, or you think it's okay? Yeah. Exactly. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I updated Windows. Yeah, that is the problem. Because it's caused an interesting YouTube gremlin as well. YouTube chats gremlin too. Which is basically where if anybody chats in YouTube, you will all hear it in the desktop chat. Because apparently, Windows has removed the control panel thing. For, sorry, no, I'm not articulating very well. I'm thinking about multiple gremlins that I need to look at now. Windows update always equals the issue. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so basically what it is, the control panel I used to use to move my TTS around, so YouTube and things, YouTube chat, so it wouldn't be heard on stream, doesn't appear to exist. Lost a control panel, Master Obi-Wan has. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I know it's moving into the settings app, but I've not been able to find it. I've looked. Well, I've tried to look, and it's not exactly clear. So, yeah. Indeed, Joe, you are right in what you said as well. Haven't played Shadows. Well, is the narrator doubling? Is that a thing? Right. Let me scroll back through and just have a look. Try narrator again? Yeah, I'll do it. Hold on.
Elect Odyssey. And Shadows. 1579C. Press view button to Animus. Press menu to store. Entering Shadows memories menu. Press A to continue. Story. Currently tracking. From spark to flame. Azumi
Wait,
Setsu.
as in it's
Chained to
doubling?
boxes. Neo's father has been murdered, and she has been left for dead. But even in the darkest times there is light, and Neo finds she has been rescued by 2 eccentric new allies. Press B to back. Press view button to Animus. Press menu to store.
Oh, okay, it's not. Good. Right, that's good to know. Okay, so let me flip over to the lovely
Switch to game.
game screen, and as you now hear my system switch. Not. Yeah, Odyssey. So all the games are in here.
Shadows. 1 NAO Elect Odyssey.
So,
Shadows. 1579C.
so you'll notice the first of
Press view button to Animus.
several little
menu to store.
strange bugs. I'll go through this while DB's getting set up on his end because he will be joining me for this. The first of several very odd bugs. Now, you might notice as I up and down arrow.
Elect Odyssey. Basic Origins. Basic Mirage.
Hello,
Basic
DB.
and Shadows. 1579C.
That's one of the.
Press view button to Animus. Press menu to store.
Oh, I had a moment of that earlier today, like literally a few minutes ago, where it decided to have reset my desktop audio device in OBS. So I had to sort that out. So thanks to the wonderful folks in chat. You sound odd, DB, ostensibly. Could that just be your mic, or not? You sound.
Could be. It's my usual Well,
No, you said
it's my usual headset mic. The last few streams when we've been doing
PS5 Last
Last
of
of
Us
Us?
thing.
I've been on Bluetooth over my phone, and now I'm actually on
Oh, okay.
like wireless connected to my PC.
Oh, okay. So you
But
sound.
if anything, I should sound better.
No, you do. You do. Yeah, it's fine. Right. So yeah, I was just going through a couple of interesting bugs first. Sounding okay, if a bit quiet, and also noise reduction. That's fine. Basically normal then. That's okay. Let me make sure the Discord
I've
is.
rarely been been accused of being quiet.
If anything, you are way louder than no. Yeah. So so multiple games, right? So DB, if you would, would you kindly join? We're not playing BioShock today. No, not yet. Anyway, that could be a thing though. I'd be up for playing the original. I do have it somewhere.
I must re-authenticate to make connections. Give me 1 second.
Oh no, fun. Yeah. So, full disclosure, I have a review code for this game as per Ubisoft. They were very kind to send me a copy over. I've been scribbling. I've been putting things together. Putting scribbles together, I should say. I've been playing this with minimal assistance where needed, but there have been instances. BioShock. Oh no! What? I believe I. Hang on. I believe I do, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so multiple games in here. This is the Animus Hub. I feel like I need to say that with reverb on. This is the Animus Hub. Oh, I think. Oh yes, no, I do remember Jukesy. I do indeed
There we
remember.
go.
Yeah, have you authenticated that very quickly? Well done. Would have taken me a little longer, maybe. Possibly depends on the situation, but yeah. You found what you were looking for. Interesting, fun, cool. So I have up and down control. Do you have up and down control, DB? Because you should. Yay! That is good. So yeah, this is in Ubisoft Connect. Ubisoft, whoever. So the Animus Hub is where all of your Assassin's Creed games are stored, kind of. So you'll notice
Origins, 49 BC, Basic Mirage,
a fun bug.
Valhalla, And shadows. 1500.
Do you notice the bug, DB?
Press view button to Animus. Press menu to store.
No.
If you listen closely.
Elect Odyssey. Origins. Space Mirage. 8. Before Valhalla. 8. And 8 shadows. 1500.
What's the bug? Anybody picked it up in chat?
Press menu to store.
It sounds like it's starting to say something and then switching to the title.
Got it in one. Basically, it's starting to say the character names, which is what it arguably should be doing, and then cutting that off and saying the game title and the rest of it, which is very strange. And you'll also notice a second interesting flaw in the narration system.
Electro N8
If
shadows.
I do this.
1579C. Press view button to Animus. Press menu to store.
So, did you hear what it said there? In that last part of the UI? Let me do the next one and you'll see what I mean.
Elect Odyssey. 431 BC. Press view button to Animus.
Yeah, Jukes, he's picked up on it already. Well done. So it's currently saying
Shadows.
press
1579C. Press view button to Animus. Press menu to store.
yeah,
Press view button to Animus.
yeah, press view button to Animus, press menu button to store. There are lots of things that do not gel well with that. In the sense of, you could just say menu, like view button, store, menu button, or whatever, view button, Animus, menu button, store. It doesn't do that. You'll see kind of how that's a problem later as well. Give me a second as well. Just need to top, left, right. Well, no, it's not that it doesn't need to be ready each time. That's doesn't tell you to press A to access the specific assassin. Well, I mean, it's telling you to press. Actually, no, it doesn't. You're right.
Electro N8
Well
shadows.
picked up on.
1579C.
Because I was just like, oh, I can press A to go
Press
in.
menu to store.
But yeah, so if you go into the
Bring
Animus, you
Animus
can do.
Press A to memories. Press A to system.
So
press
press
menu to
A to
Press A
memories.
to memories.
That's a
press menu to
meme, kind of.
Press A to system.
Press A
menu
to
to store.
system.
Press A to memories.
Yeah,
menu to
and
store.
this is the PC version, so
system
we
menu.
have.
Press A to benchmark. Press A to Ubisoft Connect.
Oh
B to
no,
back. Press A to benchmark.
we've broken
Press B to
Jukesy.
back. Press A to options. Press B to back. Entering options. Slider. Field of view. 100%. Adjust the horizontal field of view. Disable dropdown. Monitor. MXX038.
Yeah, press A to
Connect all monitors to
benchmark,
unlock this tab. Press left bumper to previous
etc.
tab. Controls tab.
And
Press right
even
bumper
with
to next tab.
even with
Press
this
left
as
bumper to
well.
previous tab. Press left bumper to previous tab. Controls tab. Press left bumper to previous tab. Audio tab.
So
Press
you're
right bumper to
saying
next tab.
you see it's
Press
no,
left trigger
it's
to previous
saying
category.
press
Category.
left bumper to previous
Into
tab
press
and
left
then
bumper
the
to previous
tab,
Audio tab. Press right bumper to next tab.
which
Press
is
left entering system menu.
unfortunate.
Press A to options.
Uh,
Press B to back. Hold entering options.
but yeah, there's
Field of view. Disable dropdown. Monitor.
and it's also telling you
Connect more
the
monitors to unlock
control
this option.
type first, which
monitor game should be
is
displayed on.
not
Press B to
ideal.
Subpage. Image calibration. Press left bumper. Press left
Let
bumper
me
to
see if I
previous tab.
can
Audio tab.
illustrate.
Toggle slide.
So if I scroll,
Toggle slider.
so the way this system
Medium.
works
Subpage.
is you
Subpage.
scroll
Audio glossary.
all the way down
Take
to the
note of audio
bottom,
cues that you'll hear
but
during
you
gameplay.
can actually
Press left
go
bumper
by
to previous tab.
pages as
Press
well.
left bumper to previous tab. Toggle
Let me see
slider.
if I can
Toggle
get it to
slider.
read the page
Master volume.
UI.
100%. Adjust the game's volume. This affects all the other volume options. Press B to back. Hold Y to reset page. Disabled. Press menu to apply.
Okay, it doesn't do.
Normal. Medium. Subpage. Toggle.
Are
Subpage.
they?
Press left bumper to previous tab. Toggle. Toggle. Subtitles. On. Press left.
Yeah,
bumper to
the
previous
UI
tab.
prompts kind of do
Audio.
hurt your brain. Agreed.
Toggle subpage.
But DB, you were asking about the audio glossary.
Audio glossary.
You're
Yes.
asking about that. Have you looked at this yet? Have you?
The helper
No,
category allows you
sadly.
to turn on individual
No,
music
it's
on your
well. I
local
mean, I
device.
haven't looked at it either, but that's beside the point.
Hold Y to reset
Uh,
page. Disabled. Press menu to apply.
There we go. Right. So what we'll do is we'll go in here. Bear in mind, I have existing knowledge of this, so
Toggle. Climb queue. On. Plays when your character is climbing. Press B to back. Hold Y to reset page. Press Y to reset.
so I can't re-preview it
Toggle.
other
On.
than by going
Toggle. Toggle.
like
Climb
that.
queue. On.
But you
Plays
might
when
be
your
able to
character is
hear the little
Press toggle. Climb
Boom.
queue. On.
underneath.
Plays when your character toggle. Climb queue.
It's
On.
it's
Plays
there.
when
Oh,
your
yeah.
character is climbing.
It's tiny, but it's there.
But it's all
Hold Y
just
to reset
mixed
page.
together.
Press Y to reset.
Kind of.
Off.
Actually, if I,
Press B. On.
there
Press
we
B to
go.
back.
You can kind of
Hold
hear
Y
it
to
under
reset
there.
page. Off. On. Press B to back. Hold Y to reset page. Press Y to reset.
The verbosity is worse on. Oh no! Ouch!
Toggle. Grapple queue.
There's a grapple
Plays
queue,
when
which
grapple action is available. Press B to back. Hold Y to reset page. Press Y to reset.
and then you got
Toggle. Loot queue. On. Plays a constant sound to orient you
So
towards the loot. Press B to back.
So that
Hold Y to
loot
set page.
queue
Press Y to
sounds like
reset.
it could be amazing, but we'll come to that a little later, depending on how far we get. Actually, I'll just say it now. The loot radius, as of the time of me having played this recently, it does sound shiny. Indeed, that's cool. But the problem is that the loot radius for that queue, or the radius for the loot queue rather, is tiny. You have to basically be on top of the item. So it doesn't actually orient you to the nearby loot at all. Because you
It
don't...
just tells you when you're already at it.
Exactly. Yep.
Toggle. Aiming. Body. On. Plays when you target an enemy's body with a ranged weapon. Press B to back. Hold what? Toggle. Collision queue. On. Plays when your character can't move further in the current direction. Press
So
B to
there's a
back.
lot. There's a
Hold
fair
Y to reset.
few...
Toggle. Line up. Toggle. Collision
If
queue.
that actually
On.
works, I
when
wish
your character can't move
Last
further
of
in the
Us had
current
that.
Press B to back. Hold Y to
Why?
reset
Because
page.
then you're not
Press Y
like,
to reset.
oh, I'm stuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of games could probably use a version of that.
Toggle. Line of sight broken. On. Plays when your character has fled from enemies and the fight is over.
That's
Press B to back. Hold Y to reset
sort
page.
of...
Press Y to reset.
So it reads the global nav just because that's what... Like, those are those are constantly applicable prompts. I don't personally mind that too much. Because then if you miss it the first time, then you'll always see it. If you get my drift. But I can understand it's... Yeah, so I wouldn't say a collision sound is like mandatory, but it's useful. Yeah, it's definitely been useful in this game. I wouldn't say it's the be-all end-all, though. There are other features that are arguably higher priority. It's interesting how they have a line of sight queue, though. Line of sight broken queue rather than you are being spotted.
Entering options.
Not
Press
directly,
left button
anyway.
to previous tab. Press entering system menu. Press A to option. Press A to benchmark.
So
Press B
let's...
entering items menu.
You're being
Press A to
spotted
system.
already
Press menu to
has an in-game.
Actually, no, it does, but it never tutorializes that, is what I mean. Like, it's never...
Oh, okay.
It's not... There's so many things
It's never
that are...
telling you what that sound means.
Yeah, like there's a lot of cues that aren't in here that should be. Sorry, for those that can't see, I'm wagging my finger at the screen. Just like there are a lot of cues that aren't in here that should be. Really, they should be in there. Guess because you know, too much conflicting noise. I get that, Joe. I get that. Bear in mind, this is at the fastest speech rate. I'll show you that in a second. And I appreciate Jukes' little explanation of audio adventures. It's a fun little thing that was on Kickstarter a while ago and has now seemingly come to fruition. So, Wish Real Life had the tone markers. Yeah, I don't really understand. When you say tone markers, just for the sake of chat, do you mind clarifying, Joe? And hello, Dubious. I've seen your name popping up in the chat, but I forgot to. I neglected to say hi.
One complaint I have about the game, from having I've been playing it on, I think they call it immersive mode,
Oh,
where you get the Japanese audio and the Portuguese audio,
yeah,
so like sounds correct. That part is great, right? The voice actors are fantastic. Everything, obviously, not very accessible.
no,
for,
which is a shame.
blind players. But you know, yeah, you can learn Portuguese and Japanese, I guess.
You could.
However, the problem that I've had with that is the obviously I don't know either of the languages to be able to confirm this, but it
No.
very much feels like some of the translations are direct, rather than being like kind of localized.
Oh, sort of
for the
Google
language they're being
Translate
translated
rather
to.
than we're not. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not saying that's what's happened, but as a general, like a generalization of it, is the equivalent of it's been Google translated rather than sort of actually run through a person.
Press spacebar to memories.
Well, and
menu
as
to
a
store.
result, what's happened to me a couple
Oh
times.
God!
This,
Sorry. Hold on. I want to see if I can duplicate that. Hang on. So if I press Control,
Press A to system.
wait,
Press
can I?
menu to press spacebar to memories. Press menu to store.
Oh my word! We have keyboard and controller input merging. That is no. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just I'd never seen it do that. That was thoroughly confusing. So what I do is I hit
Press into system.
Control
Press menu to store.
and then I hit down on the D-pad,
Press spacebar to memories. Press menu to store.
and then that happens. Hold on, you were going to say, DB. Sorry about that. You were going to say.
Well, the side note, the thing you just saw, that's undoubtedly because the fluid input scheme, or
Hybrid
whatever they call
input, whatever it is.
it.
Yeah.
Which I love, by the way. It's
Hmm.
the best done implementation I've seen of it in a game so far, where like regardless of which input device you just suddenly switch to, all the glyphs update immediately, so you know what to push.
Yeah, I like
and
stuff like that.
Everything just keeps working. It's really, really nice after years and years of like, if you pick up a controller and God help you if you bump your mouse after that, like your controller just suddenly stops working until you quit the game and restart.
Oh no.
So anyway, that but I've been very happy about. But yeah, so the problem that I've had with the immersive mode, and this is kind of to Angel's point earlier about the tone thing, with some of the translations, I've had interactions with characters where I have to make a choice,
Yes.
and I don't know the choice that I'm making. Like, it's like, oh, well, you should feel bad about this, or you should forgive yourself and feel bad about this. And I'm like,
It's like
okay,
it's
what
like
are the differences?
exactly what. Yeah. What is the nuance here? The funny thing is, we're discussing all of this, and we haven't even shown a second of the actual game. Have that setting turned off. Yeah. So the fun thing is, there are moments in this game where there is no AD for, or no sort of AD subtitles, I guess you could call it. No, because it's audio description, but it's reading the subtitle dialogue. There should be a word for that if there isn't already, and I'm just forgetting it. Basically, there are sections where there is no AD, and there should be, but you'll see those in a minute. No. Oh, I see. I see, Joe. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks for the example. I appreciate that.
Press A to system.
So we're not
Press A to
going to
memories.
go through the
Press A to store.
options because there are
A to
so
system.
many,
System.
unless
Press A
there
to
are
benchmark.
specific questions
options.
people have.
Press B to entering
But what we're
press A
going to
memories.
do is we're going to start a
menu to
new
store.
run.
Entering shadows. NAO Odyssey.
And the good thing is, DB doesn't have to do
Shadows.
anything here because I can
Entering
just go
shadows
through
memory
these
menu.
menus and do this
Press A to
myself.
continue. Story. Currently tracking. Press A to new game.
Right.
Press A to continue.
Press A to new
A to new
game. We are going
Press B to
to
back.
do
Press B
just
button to
that,
analyze. Press
apparently.
menu to store. Entering difficulty selection. Difficulty. Normal. This mode is the intended experience crafted around the dual protagonists. Neo should favor staying hidden and use her many skills to take down enemies stealthily. Yasuke can face any encounter as long as he confronts enemies at his current level. Players should invest in gear and other progression elements to maintain the upper hand in combat. The difficulty options for combat and stealth can be consulted and changed at any time in the menu. Press B to back. Hold menu to launch.
Yeah, so so I started playing on normal and then immediately regretted it. You'll see why. Don't worry.
Forgiving. This mode is for players who desire a more forgiving experience. Neo can easily infiltrate areas and take down unaware enemies, but she can also fight small groups. Yasuke can handle large encounters and showcases his power first. Players are encouraged to use the best gear available. Improving equipment and skills often is recommended. The difficulty options for combat and stealth can be consulted and changed at any time in the menu.
So
Press B to back.
I've seen
Hold
that
menu to launch.
said. I've seen that specific statement about being able to change difficulty. In my playthrough I started as part of my review, I've been unable to change, like, sort of tweak those settings, and I'm not sure why. So I'm going to investigate that as we go.
Guided exploration. Off. You will have to use your network and investigate clues to find your objectives and progress in your adventure. Keep this off to discover the world by yourself. This is the intended way to experience Assassin's Creed Registered Shadows. The difficulty options for combat and stealth can be consulted and changed at any time in the menu. Press B to back. Hold menu to launch.
So if I turn this on,
Social quests and targets will have their icons appear on the world map without the need for investigation. Turning this on will make the game guide you straight to your objectives. Be aware that turning this on will circumvent many key elements of gameplay in order to streamline the experience. Some achievements cannot be unlocked with this turned on. The difficulty options for combat and stealth
see
can be
now,
consulted and changed at any time in the menu.
I know this
Press B
is
to
probably
back.
going to stoke a
Hold
lot
menu to
of
launch.
backlash, and I would personally agree. Please don't turn off certain achievements when there's, like, difficulty being adjusted, because people are going to want to be just guided straight to their objectives. There's numerous reasons there's a few reasons I can think of at least. Let's say a person, can't process everything with, just having to find all the stuff. Let's say they don't have the time to dedicate to finding all the stuff, and they just want to be shown, here's the thing, go do this. Exactly. Accessibility shouldn't affect achievements. And achievements shouldn't be sort of difficulty locked, but that's a different discussion.
The one thing I would
No,
I
as
would
long
add
as I,
just
as long as I can
having-
as long as I can understand what you mean, Joe, that's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, sorry, Davey. Go ahead.
Having put in about 10-15 hours into the game so far, I certainly haven't finished it. I certainly don't know all the achievements. I think that some of these are, I guess, kind of the same level of cautious messaging that Last of Us 2 uses sometimes when it says that this puzzle may not be suitable for
So
like players using accessibility options when they totally are. Because the actual finding objectives is fairly simple, and there is an achievement early on that you get for literally just doing your first scan. It's literally you push square button, it scans an area, and it tells you where the guy in that area is. And when you do that, you get an achievement. So technically, if you have this turned off or turned on, sorry,
Yeah.
and you never do that, you wouldn't get that achievement.
Oh, so it's
I don't know if there are others that are more in depth,
There-
but the basic one I think is pretty well basic.
so the wording is potentially flawed. If is what you're saying, maybe.
Overly cautious, I would say. Yes. Like, yes, is it possible that you'll miss those things? Sure. Is it likely? I doubt it.
I'd be very
Again, I have not finished
No,
the game.
I'd be-
Maybe there's some achievements later on that really require you to have this turned off the
I'd-
entire time. I have no idea.
I'd be
But from what
thorough
I've seen
like
so far, it's not
yeah.
that bad.
I'd be intrigued to learn sort of the exact science behind that. But we're going to keep it off
You will have to
because
use your network
we
and
should
investigate
be
clues
able to
find your
turn it
objectives and
on
progress in your
anyway.
adventure. Off. You will have to use canon mode. Off.
We're gonna
Default experience,
we're gonna
allowing
leave
you to
canon
avoid
mode
changing
off
music decisions
because
during cutscenes.
that gives you
The difficulty
choices
options for
and
combat and
stuff.
stealth can be immersive mode. Off.
We're going to leave
Activating this
immersive
option
off as
automatically sets
well.
and lock-
And
Difficult.
the good thing is this
Forgetting.
doesn't wrap,
This mode is for
but
players who
with
desire more
narration,
forgiving
wrapping
experience.
isn't a
They can
problem
easily infiltrate areas
necessarily.
and take down unaware enemies,
But we are
but you can
gonna.
also fight small
I've
groups.
turned on
Use
AED
command
and
launch
everything,
encounters and
so
showcase his power first.
we should
Players are encouraged to use the
just
best
be
gear
able to
available.
launch in and it should be
Improving combat
fine.
and skills
So
options recommended. The difficulty options for combat and
if we
stealth can be
realise
consulted
anything
and
isn't
changed
on,
anytime
we'll
in the
adjust it
menu.
as we go. But
Just
let's
feedback.
show some
Hold menu to
gameplay.
launch.
Whoosh! In we go.
Memories come to us in fragments. You within a jigsaw of experiences and emotions.
Bear in mind, this isn't AD.
Some memories are soothing and
But-
familiar.
The dialogue would.
Wrapped inside
yeah.
them, you feel tranquil, complacent. And then there are the ones I have reconstructed.
And you can't pause this
What I am
either.
about to show you.
There's
In
just
these
a
memories, there
shimmering
are imperfections,
humanoid
aberrations that defy algorithm and biology.
digital
I'm
figure just
getting
standing
ahead of
between two
myself.
trees.
You may not understand what you're seeing at first,
I don't.
but you must trust me. Trust yourself.
That's accurate for sighted players too.
How are the audio levels, by the way, chat? Are they good? If I need to balance things, tell me. I will do my best.
Entering dialogue.
Years ago, my journey started at sea, as it must for all who journey to these lands.
An eagle flies over a river. A tall pagoda rises among blooming cherry blossom trees.
A complex and precarious place. At war with itself for centuries.
The eagle flies over a bridge.
Whee!
From that chaos and bloodshed, my opportunity surfaced.
Portuguese Jesuits handle a crate.
In the form of the most powerful warlord their history had known.
Two Jesuit leaders watch them unload an ornately carved chair from the crate.
Oda Nobunaga. A lord who took an interest in me. An outsider among outsiders.
One of the leaders, Frois, crouches down to inspect the chair. The view glides past Frois to an African man in a rust-colored doublet and pantaloons looking out over the water.
momento chegou.
Tragam a cadeira, irmãos.
See?
Chegou na hora certa.
Wow.
Now, a Japanese man in a black kosode, flanked by two others, walks down a tree-lined path to the
Do
Jesuit
you want me to
leaders
try to
and
live
the-
read those when they come up?
Entering
What?
cinematic menu.
Well,
Press
I
E to
have a
Press B to
I
close.
have a potential solution that seems like it might work. So I've got OCR going on, like what's called live OCR, and it periodically it's not called live OCR. It's been called that by somebody else. Let me go into and just double check that it's actually on, because it should be, because it was showing up as being on. Let me just have a quick look. I know you can't hear this in the chat. Yeah. So it's under NVDA settings. It's under the Windows OCR setting. It's called periodically refreshed recognized content. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but I've never actually had it working until now, and it just happened to work the other day when I was trying it. I'm not saying it will necessarily work well for this, but you never know. We'll just see.
And question for me, by the way, before you unpause, is it just me? Or is that AD voice entirely too dramatic?
No, it's actually it's actually a human for a start.
Well, yes, but it seems like they got like a voice actor to do the AD, so he's like, an eagle flies over the bridge.
No, it's
like,
not.
Okay, great, but can we tone it down a bit?
No, it's not actually that bad. Like it's pretty standard. Better than a bland and monotonous read. Agreed, Horseman. Wouldn't I run the risk of it reading out all the subs, not just the? Yes, it would. Well questioned, Janissary. It would indeed, but it's better to give it a try, and then I can always get rid of the OCR window thing, like when I need to. I feel like the narrator does well in these sections. I think it might just be DB where you're not necessarily as used to hearing AD as like I might be or Janissary might be as well, because we've not played many games, if any, with direct live AD in it. Well, not live AD, but do you know what I mean? It's not like it's a common thing that
I guess even Last of Us 2 is computer read, right?
No, Last of Us 2 is human. It's human narrated.
Oh, it is human. Okay.
Yeah, it's all.
But yeah, that one is much more subdued. So I can for me, I like it because I can easily tell the difference between what is AD and what is kind of happening. Whereas here, because of the AD being a little more dramatic, it kind of takes me a second to switch between knowing which is which.
Kind of wish they'd said something. That's an interesting point. It would have felt quite, most certainly better than the God of War AD. We don't talk about the God of War Ragnarok AD. Thank you. No, if you haven't heard that, DB. Oh, it is TTS, but about as TTS as you can get, kind of. Would love to know how the Japanese is pronounced properly. Indeed. And I agree, Janissary. For the aesthetics, if you will, that would have been quite cool. I agree. Could be fun as a mod, although I doubt that would ever happen. It'd be interesting. Anyway, let us see what we can do with this.
African man Diogo.
Father Varagnano, you are expected to appear before Lord Nobunaga today.
The three guests.
Oh, it kind of worked.
Thank you.
So you can't hear that because it's a bit. It's
press B to close.
Ooh. Raging loop. Ooh, sounds fun. So basically, I'm gonna put the subtitles via. Hold on. I don't mind emotive. Well, I don't mind it as long as it's not too emotive. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and put the what's the shortcut? Oh, that's the shortcut. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to route my screen reader through to chat. Where's the box? Oh. There you go. So you will now be able to hear the subtitles when they pop in and how it reads. So it might get a bit jumbled. I apologize in advance. But we'll see how we get on.
We are ready.
As delicate cherry blossoms flutter through the air, Mitsuhide glances between the men coldly before turning and walking away. Valignano glowers, then starts after him.
Do we get subtitled? Oh no, we're going to get like full-on dialogue here. Not dialogue. To be interesting.
Não podemos falhar hoje. Jogar para além do Kyoto é cada vez mais perigoso. Sem a permissão do Lord Nobunaga, a missão dos jesuítas será fracasso. Não podemos permitir.
A nossa segurança deve-se ao Diogo. Sua presença manteve os monges e os bandidos bem longe.
Diogo não os detrata.
Yeah, so
Temos de garantir o favor de Nobunaga.
Vamos ficar bem ocupados quando nos deitarmos a morrer. O que tens a dizer sobre isso, Diogo? Gostavas de voltar a ver o oceano?
Não sinto grande falta de mar.
Considerando a quantidade de que tinhas engolido quando te encontramos? Percebo.
Isso
so-
foi há muito tempo.
yeah, what I'll do, I'll show DB this as well because it's kind of amusing. It's sort of getting it, but it's kind of not.
I've
it's-
been hearing it on my side.
Oh,
too.
have you? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's if I hadn't been getting used to your screen reader for 5 years now, I don't know if I'd be able to make it out. But with years of practice, I can actually pick out what it's saying, which is actually it's genuinely
It's not.
usable.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's great, but it's better than how I'd expected it to come out. So that's good.
Yeah.
Like it, I was slightly shocked, if a little bemused, because it was picking up characters that didn't exist and stuff. But you know, better than nothing. So that's something. Let's carry on with this.
Quest, the Lord's favor. Objectives, follow active.
Dressed in a brown jacket with
There
a
we go.
fully colored white shirt, Diogo walks behind Frois and Valignano as they pass through a gate onto the castle ground.
So it never tells you how to auto follow. Well, it does tell you kind of how to auto follow. But it's a mechanic that they could have easily utilized for other sections, but they don't. What I'll do, for fear of clutter, I will move my screen reader back to where it should be. There we go. Such a shame none of it is read in game. Indeed, Janissary, indeed. How are you doing anyway? Lovely to see you here, by the way, Janissary. Yeah, so there's an example of screen readers trying to read subtitles. Let's do
Entering
this.
dialogue.
Soldiers with spears and passers-by stare openly at Diogo, who glances over at a masked man in armor sporting a golden crest on his helmet. A gray-haired man bows to him.
Oh, you hearing that too?
Entering cinematic menu.
The game decided to be
Resume.
weird audio-wise
Press
on my end for some reason.
Mas a senhora
Entering
Nene
dialogue.
e junto dela Moriron Maru,
Let me just test
o
something.
vassal mais próximo do Lord Oda Nobunaga.
Diogo glances at
Okay,
Entering cinematic
so if
menu.
I
Press A to resume. Press B to close.
I think it might be a.
Press A to load. Press B to close. Press A to resume. Press B to
Oh, there
close.
we go. I think it might be my Go XLR had moved and it was causing audio problems, but hopefully it all came through. Right.
Lady
Entering
Nene.
dialogue.
Isso
There we
só
go.
nos dificulta as coisas.
Oh yeah, I need my.
Diogo, Frois, and Valignano turn toward the gate. Servants hurry to the side, dropping to all fours and bowing their heads as the daimyo rides onto the grounds. As Frois and Valignano also drop to all fours and bow their heads, Diogo follows suit.
So the idea is good. Like,
Oda Nobunaga dismounts, a dead boar draped over the back of his horse.
it's a
He
shame
looks
that
around
yeah,
with indifference before stepping forward.
it's a shame they don't
Two
describe
servants
the
rush to lift
characters
down the boar.
sort of
His
enough,
indifferent gaze set ahead, the daimyo walks past the people bowed to him.
like what they're wearing and
As
stuff.
Nobunaga chats with the Lady Nene, Diogo lifts his head slightly to steal a glance at him. Lady Nene nods at Nobunaga. As he turns around, Diogo quickly lowers his head.
Exactly. What's a daimyo? Exactly.
The daimyo walks toward the castle and turns back to everyone in the courtyard except Nene bowing to him.
I only know it because of like
He nods
was
to
it Book of
himself,
Boba
then
Fett
heads off.
and stuff like that.
Diogo straightens with an odd look.
Ikishita, O Lord Oda Nobunaga.
Oh my god, he got it first try. He got the subtitles like as it read it. That was amazing.
Entering dialogue.
Vão
I know
chamar-nos
you couldn't
para
hear
falar
him.
com o Lord Nobunaga em breve.
Eu falo com ele.
Viste como o Lord Nobunaga olhou para o Diogo? Será que nunca viu homem negro antes?
Lord Nobunaga will see you now.
Diogo, espera aqui. Não digas nada.
Yeah, the subtitles are picking up really well with less weird characters for
Lord
some reason.
Nobunaga commands that the black man join you.
In-
he is my sword bearer. A slave. He does not speak the language.
Lord Nobunaga commands it.
Yeah, I don't know why those lines aren't sort of English. It's very strange.
Devia ter deixado no porto.
And lines like
Ou
that.
flutuar no mar onde te encontramos.
Deus ajudar-nos-á nesta situação, Padre Valiano.
Yeah, so what it's doing is NVDA is refreshing and reading the
Entering dialogue.
subtitles as they go along, and it's doing a remarkable job. And I may have to. I wonder if there's any Japanese, like, fully sort of fighting games or whatever that don't have an English dub that would be. Yeah, that's impressive. Right. We don't have a.
Lord Nobunaga, I present to you Father Valignano. Father Valignano has come to request free movement for his priests in your lands.
That is correct, Sir Ranmaru.
You will address Lord Nobunaga.
Of course, of course. Forgive me, Lord Nobunaga. Please, accept this gift. A European chair, made by the finest artisans in Portugal.
You may rise.
You're right, Horseman. Tekken, I should have thought of that.
me to let your
Yeah.
priests walk freely.
I thought about that a while ago.
But your
actually,
priests are
yeah.
here already, Father Valignano. Perhaps before you worry about your priest feet, you may wish to plead for their heads.
I love that line.
Yeah, me too. It's one of those lines where you hear it and you're
Your
like,
black
"Whoa."
man has the instincts of a warrior. As he realized the danger you are in, his eyes found every threat in the room.
I'm sorry, Lord Nobunaga.
It's all right, Horseman. Good
He
to have
does
you here.
not understand us.
I would have many questions for this man, if only he understood. He is all the people of Kyoto speak about since his arrival.
And
Use press to choose. Press tab to
yay!
conversation log.
So, quick note: the right before this choice comes on the screen, you see Diego's face, and he opens his mouth to speak, and then closes it, and then the choice comes up.
Which is
I feel like that's actually important to know because that might give you more information about the choice.
I don't know. Maybe like
Say nothing. I understand you well.
so. Part of me wants to say nothing, and then part of me is like, do we just want to be like, I understand you? What do you reckon? What do you think? I think I've seen both of these, but
Say nothing. I understand you well.
I don't know. What do you reckon? So, by the way, this is analog stick, and I don't know if there's a secondary way to do this on keyboard. Periodic OCR Cyberpunk could be Janissary, could be. It depends on as well, like how well it picks it up, and as long as the lists are formatted well, No, agreed. I totally get where you're coming from. I'll have to give Tekken another shot. Now that this actually works, it's the first time I ever actually had it working.
I understand you well.
Let's be the... Like, as much as we're like, oh, I should say nothing, I'm just going to...
Say
I'm
nothing.
gonna be like, I understand you well. Why not? Let's surprise everybody.
Lord Nobunaga, I do understand you. Have you been deceiving me, Father Valignano?
Ooh.
No, Lord Nobunaga. Even I am surprised to hear Diogo speak like this.
Your name is Diogo?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. That is what they call me.
Does Tekken have a screen reader?
Oh. Tekken does not have a screen reader.
Lord Nobunaga would like
on the
to
YouTube
speak
chat,
with Diogo.
by the way.
Alone.
We could have turned canon mode on, but I felt like it was cool to show the choices because they work. Be nicer if they were in a D-pad navigable list, but oh well. At least they're accessible. There's no AD with these other sequences at all, which is strange.
Which is weird because these don't look like live renders. I mean, they might be live renders, but they look like cinematics.
Has your skin always been this way?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. My homeland is very far from here. All the people there have this color.
I had thought to kill you all. If the Christians were gone, it would be one less thing to consider. But they have proven fair traders and a bulwark against the Buddhists. Luis Frois amuses me. We've shared tea. But this Varignano I do not know. What are you to him, Diogo?
I am like a bodyguard. I am to ensure he is safe in this land that is foreign to him.
Cool thing is you can press B to
You are
skip
his
through
bodyguard,
lines as well at times.
but also his slave. Are you not?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. I am.
Varignano will not be pleased that I kept you here. What do you think he will do with you? Kill you?
I do not know. I have been subject to worse men, and I yet live.
These worse men? Who are they?
I love the fact that you can hear the slight sort of shifting of movement there
Father
in
Varignano,
places.
I will grant you what you came for. Your priests are free to move in these lands.
Fine line between pre-rendered
Lord
and
Nobunaga.
yeah, it could be.
You will not.
But your servant, Diogo, stays. He may yet prove useful to me.
Very well. Though he is good for little more than bearing your sandals.
Under me, sandal bearers become lords. I see potential in this man. A warrior whose spirit can inspire armies. He will be tested. He may become a legend. Or he may die.
Very dramatic.
memory is
close-up view.
fractured.
Yep,
Eyes.
very
was that?
dramatic.
It
Irrespective
shatters
of
off into infinitesimally smaller fragments. I'll fast forward you to the next reassembled memory. One moment.
it always surprised me that was
The
never
integrity
AD.
of a
They
memory
never
can
left
be
enough
tampered
lead
with.
time
There are a variety of reasons.
to AD the
Viruses,
shimmery digital
data
apparition.
corruption, environmental disturbance. But sometimes it's because she doesn't want you to see them.
Ooh. Oh, has it crashed? No.
Nope.
That's the thing. Sometimes you can't tell if the game's crashed.
6 months later, September 30th, 1581.
Nobunaga's
Egan
forces
Province.
reach
Yep,
an
and that
Egan
doesn't
village
read,
in a
which it
mountain valley.
could do,
A small
and
number of
arguably
local
should do.
warriors charge to meet them, but are swiftly cut down. Yasuke stands frozen as he watches. A soldier shoots a
So,
Entering
notice they've
Press A to
now
resume.
just mentioned
Press B to close.
Yasuke. Exactly. Who the... It's like, who is Yasuke? How the heck is he involved? Exactly. Exactly, Janissary. I was deliberately asking the exact same question. I remember seeing that the first time. I was like, wait, who's Yasuke? Wait, well, I knew who Yasuke is as in playable character, but then it's like, who's Diogo? Like, it's both, kind of, isn't it? It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
villager in the face at close range with a matchlock.
Ooh,
Yasuke
yep.
watches vulnerably. More soldiers use torches to set fire to buildings.
So you'll notice there wasn't much fading there, so you couldn't sometimes actually necessarily hear what was being said. And now we have tutorials that also don't read.
Entering gameplay.
Or
Follow
rather,
track objective. Bonus content unlocked.
oh, there we go.
The quest road to the dogs has been added to your game. You may need to progress in the story before it becomes available. Follow track objective. 34 meters. Quest. Spirit.
Yeah, I
follow
like
track
the
objective, follow
accuracy.
track objective, 30, follow track objective.
So,
33 meters.
That follow
track
tracked
objective,
objective,
36 meters.
that little...
Follow track objective. Follow track objective. Follow track objective. Follow track objective.
Yeah, can I get it to not do that
Follow
for a
track
second? Thank you. Yes, that little follow tracked objective. For those of you who remember me playing Assassin's Creed Mirage a long time ago with Gibbon, it's basically that system again. So you
Follow track objective. 35 meters.
point towards it, run
Follow
forward,
track objective.
and hope. And now a tutorial that doesn't read.
Follow track objective. 7 meters.
But thankfully, I'm vaguely aware of what to do
Follow.
because I've done this
track
section
objective.
before.
5 meters.
Ow, you! Yo! Yep, he's dead.
Nice finisher.
Not deliberate, but yeah, there's a little objective thing. I'm going to leave the
Hold by the
OCR up. Oh yeah. So now we have to somehow find an objective that doesn't exist.
Follow track objective.
Oh, there we go.
41 meters.
Or it didn't exist
Follow
for
track objective.
a little while there.
Follow track objective.
I'm just
30
running
meters.
forward.
Follow track objective. 20 meters. Follow track objective. Follow track objective. 8. Follow track.
Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Ooh, yep.
Oh, beheaded.
Well, I
Hold by
mean,
carry.
that's kind of his fault for
Hold by to carry.
standing in my way.
Follow track objective. 44 meters.
There we go.
Follow
Come
track
on, run.
objective. 40 meters. Follow track objective.
Don't put your neck in the path, or no, don't put your neck between where my sword is and where it's going.
What is that a Python reference? Sounds like it could be.
It's kind of
Ow.
a half-hearted Wayne Gretzky reference, I guess.
Oh, ow. Okay. Ow. If you gave me enough parry Q, I'd parry you. Oh, there we go. I got lucky. How the... Ow.
These villagers do not give up easily.
I know they don't, but... So basically, I'm having to just hope the objective reappears and spinning round.
Follow track.
There we go, and it did just there. So if I keep turning round...
Follow track objective. Follow track objective. 62
So it
meters.
would be much better if there was a ping sound
Follow track
to
objective.
follow,
50 meters. Follow track
rather
objective.
than
40
just
meters.
that
Follow track
narrated cue.
objective. 30 meters.
But it's good to have the sense of
Follow track
distance.
objective. 20 meters.
Oh, that
Follow
was...
track.
Okay. So I'm running forward and holding A to parkour up things. Oh, there was that guy who I just happened to hear. Nice. Okay. So when the objective flashed up, it didn't actually
Follow track
say
objective. 50 meters.
join
Follow track objective.
Nobunaga.
50 meters.
It
Follow
didn't
track
say that
objective.
at all.
50 meters.
I apologize if I butchered Japanese
track objective.
pronunciations
40
as well. It's not
Follow track
deliberate.
objective. 30 meters.
There's a lot here
Follow
to
track objective.
listen
20
to
meters.
and concentrate on. And cutscene! That's actually the smoothest run I've ever had at that.
Yasuke sits on his
Entering
horse
dialogue.
beside Nobunaga, watching the village below burn.
Can you feel the breeze, Yasuke? It fans the total destruction of Iga. A most perfect night. Ready to finish them off?
No.
At your command, my lord.
Yasuke keeps his gaze averted.
What is it?
I've never fought a battle like this. So many lives.
Ever the righteous man.
He starts off, and Yasuke rides after him.
So bear in mind,
While Iga calls its unifier a tyrant, 40,000 of our countrymen ride with me.
A line of soldiers
gonna
takes
say-
position in front of them.
bear in mind,
Is
DB
that
hasn't done
tyranny?
anything yet,
Yasuke?
technically.
No,
Yes. Which I'm very
no,
happy
it is
about.
conviction. They trust in their future with you.
Yes.
Social.
And that belief makes you my samurai.
Arrow's
Iga's
going
rebellion
whoosh.
stands in the way of harmony. I ride with you.
Go. Find Momochi Sandayu. His death will sever the sword from the hand of Iga.
Facing a castle,
that's a very
Yasuke
dramatic
climbs
line.
off his horse.
Isn't it? His death will sever the sword from the hand of Iga. It's like, what?
Light your
Gameplay.
The wind
Quest,
will spread
phase
them!
4. Objectives. Follow track objective. 96 meters.
Oh, yeah. So,
Watch yourselves!
oh, so I broke line of sight there for something. And the interesting thing, I ran where the objective was, and it is now not there. It is now the other way. So let's run. So there is a collision there, but you can only just hear it.
Follow track objective, 66 meters.
And annoyingly, because there are dialogue things, I also get subtitles to contend with. Get out of my way. Where's our objective? Oh.
Hold while you carry.
There we go. So you really have to listen for the narration underneath everything else. And that's not to mention the collision. There you go. So sometimes you'll end up just jumping through geometry, even though that's the way it looks like you need to go. Ow. And that is also fire, which is not good. Oh. Okay. Ow. So I'm just trying to...
Seems clear enough to me. Don't know why people were complaining.
Well, it seems clear. Well, it's not as good as you might think in terms of... Hold on, let me just pause because there is a lot going on.
Press A to resume. Press B to close.
Yeah, Talon, I would personally disagree for reasons that you will discover later. This just feels kind of like luck to a point.
Entering gameplay.
Because you won't always be able to get directly to where you need to be. Like now, because there is fire there and there is a collision object. It is trying to lead me through that collision object.
Yeah, the objective marker only ever points directly at the end point, and when you have, like, in this part of the level, it's very obviously designed like wrapping back around to give you more time to run around. But the accessibility features have no clue about that, so they just keep running you into fire, basically.
Exactly. So. This is really where the systems start to fail already, unfortunately, for me at least. And patience is not a substitute for enjoyment, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean, right, DB? Like,
absolutely.
Patience and brute force should not be a substitute for enjoyment. And I know there are individuals who don't like the term brute force, but what I mean by brute force is people sort of banging their heads against brick walls or collision objects or whatever the obstacle is just to get through a game without necessarily being able to enjoy it. So we are sort of getting there, but again by luck. So I could spend probably minutes if not hours trying to get through this and being very lucky.
Follow track objective, 42 meters. Follow track objective, 40 meters.
There we go. Oh, there's the climb queue. I've managed to get very lucky there. Oh, so when you see yourself jumping like that, you know you've got stuck in geometry. Climb over here. Collision. You have to really listen for that.
75% of the content you can navigate anyway in that game.
Oh, hold on. Since about as playable as Diablo 4, I would disagree. Right. I would say Diablo 4. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, what's better, this or Diablo 4?" I think they both have huge navigation flaws. If you're talking about the campaign, if you don't mind, Mr. Enemy Man.
Follow track objective.
There we go. Oh.
Follow track objective, 10 meters.
I broke a thing. Cool.
Follow track objective, 10 meters.
Let me pause so I can actually focus on what I'm saying. Basically, I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, what's better, Diablo 4 or this?" So, campaign-wise, Diablo 4 has a load of navigation problems because it requires you to go into dungeons. In the open world, you are sort of okay because there are still issues with quests in Vessel Hatred being locked off by strongholds that you then will have trouble getting to because the system sometimes will try and lead you through things that you can't get through. but those issues are comparatively few and far between in the open world specifically. But dungeons are a core part of Diablo's campaign and progression. This has its own set of problems because, as we've already seen, it tries to lead you directly through things. And you have to have enough patience or luck or both or understanding of where you're meant to go through like online guides potentially, maybe. I've not tried it with this game, but yeah, it is not ideal. But it all depends on the player and how willing they are to put up with stuff like this. Easiest way to break the door. The way you're meant to break the door is to sprint, which hopefully you will get to see.
Follow track objective. 10 meters. Hold right trigger and press Y to power.
Wait, hold. I did not know that was a thing.
This gate will not stop.
Follow track objective. 20 meters.
I did
That's
not.
one of your adrenaline abilities.
Yeah, the fun thing.
You'll
That's...
hear them talk much more about adrenaline later. That's what you use it for.
Well, that's the wait. Hear about what? Sorry.
Adrenaline. It's
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
your little like
Follow
power
track
pips.
objective. 19 meters.
Yeah. No, it was just funny because I hadn't seen that tutorial before. So that's amusing.
Follow track objective. 5 meters.
I wonder if that was patched. Like patched to work. Oh wait. What? What am I doing? This is confusing. What are we doing? Because it said I was
Follow track
basically
objective.
there.
6 meters.
Hang on.
You
Follow
are,
track
but
objective.
you're
6
basically right next to it. The problem is you have to aim at the door, which it doesn't really help you with. There you go. Try sprinting.
I did, and then it decided to not let me.
Follow track objective. 5
You're
meters.
gonna have to back up. Yeah.
Follow track
Oh, is
objective. 5 meters.
Is left L3 isn't working?
No, it is, but I think you have to
Follow
have
track
a
objective.
bigger, long.
At least it tells you how far you
10
are.
meters. Follow track objective. 10.
I think you have to have a longer run up, maybe.
Follow track objective.
No,
5
because
meters.
you're
Follow
not.
track objective.
Your
10 meters.
animation isn't sprinting at all. You're just running.
Follow track objective.
But
Nope,
then
there, it worked for a second
Follow
there,
track
but then it
objective.
stopped
5
again.
meters. Follow track objective. 10 meters. Follow track objective.
Okay, that one would have worked except you
Follow
missed
track
it order.
Follow track objective. 10 meters.
Right, here we go.
Follow track objective.
No.
Follow track objective.
Apparently
5 meters.
not.
Follow track objective.
Who'd have
10
thought
meters.
sprinting at a door would be such a problem?
If you do
Follow track objective.
one roll to your right, so right and circle. Oh, too far. One more to the left. There you go. And now go straight back.
Follow track objective. 5 meters.
Okay. About there?
Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
Follow track objective.
Can't avoid all of this.
Follow track.
Ow! Come on. Yeah, unfortunately, the combat feels a bit mashier than I'd like. Because you don't get a sense of when attacks are coming in. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh.
It's very unfortunate they don't have better parry cues because with the parrying system, the combat is actually very fun.
Oh
But
yeah.
I can't hear parry cues at all here, which really sucks.
There aren't any. As far as I've been led to understand from the gameplay that I've had. That guy's dead. Yep, okay. Let me just have a quick look in the chat. Mashing combat is your preferred. That's fair. I'm not judging. Like, I mean, the thing is, you may have seen me play God of War, and that's where I thrive. You know, parry into counter. More accessible than Outlaws. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there are certain things later that are a real chore to do.
Follow track objective.
Is what I will say, Horseman. I wouldn't say trying to do this is actually fun all the time. Like there are moments later on that are really not fun, and you will want assistance for to make it nowhere near as tedious.
74 meters.
I'm not saying it's a bad game.
Press Y to refill rations.
Oh, see, hang on. There was a loot queue. Am I able to? So, slight spoilers. When you have to build, when you get to the hideout, building the hideout is a real chore, because to build it, you have to get resources. Those resources do not have sound cues until you're on top of them, and you're in a wide open space with no objective specifically targeting those resources. So you end up wandering around for minutes, if not hours at a time, trying to find resources that, for all intents and purposes, may not even exist. I may sound like I'm being overly dramatic, but I started to do it and then realised I would need assistance to actually be able to get anywhere in it without just tearing my hair out.
Follow track objective. 50 meters.
I'm trying to see if we can get back to that little ration thing. Because we're not going to be that lucky, are we? No. So, a ration queue... Ow. Hold on.
Entering cinematic menu. Press A to resume. Press B to close.
So, yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, Horseman, just because one person's done it, that doesn't mean everybody can do it or will have the same experience at all. And particularly given, in my estimations, observing as it is kind of the aiming mechanic didn't necessarily help me with anything, pretty much, including that when I'd sort of tried to look at it as an idea, when I'd seen other people sort of contemplating. The experience is going to differ for everybody, unfortunately.
Entering gameplay.
And that's just the way it is.
Objectives.
With systems like
Follow
this.
track objective. 12 meters. Follow track objective. Follow track objective. 10 meters. Follow track objective. 9 meters.
Oh yeah, so it's trying to get me round a thing? Oh no, there we go. Up here. Whee!
Oh wow. That should not have worked.
Well it did! So...
And I don't know if you're supposed to be here. You're kind of between scenery.
I don't think we are. Oh. Hold on. There is a...
8 meters.
Well, I can't get through there. Can I unstick myself?
Follow track
Well,
objective. 12
Horseman,
meters.
I wish you the very best of luck, and I'm not trying to be harsh in my critique of anything.
Follow
I'm
track
merely
objective. 9
saying
meters.
that
Follow track
just
objective.
because
10
one
meters.
person's like everyone plays differently.
Follow track objective. 9 meters.
That's the thing that I've always said with things like this. People are like, "Oh, Diablo 4 is perfectly accessible." I'm like, no.
Follow track objective. 10
Personally,
meters.
I don't find it is. Everyone is going to say different things.
Follow track objective. No.
So like this, for instance, it looks like it should be able to lead me up there, but it's not very clear where to go. Because even with the climbing queue, that queue only indicates that you are climbing. And now I appear to be wedged. Again.
Follow track objective. 10 meters.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just because you can, even if there were a demo, just because you can manage a
Follow
demo,
track objective. 14
doesn't
meters.
mean you'll get anywhere. Whee! No? See, there's no actual... Oh, agreed, Horseman. I'm always of that opinion. I always hope that
Follow track
games
Follow track objective. 21
have
meters.
extra
Follow track
accessibility
objective.
patched
20 meters.
in.
Follow track objective. 10 meters.
One thing I'm happy about is the game does have the bones, if you will,
Yes.
for better
The
accessibility.
framework is there.
Yeah.
They just need to adjust a few things.
The open world navigation, like the pathfinding, is really excellent. I haven't found any way to force the character to follow it, unfortunately.
No.
But since the path is already there, if they just added an option that says follow the path that's already there,
Well, not even follow...
that
no,
would make it so much better.
well, yeah, but what if what if you just had a ping that attached to that path rather than having to turn and
Yes,
follow
like
this
Last
thing?
of Us.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, like Diablo. Because Diablo puts down a ping that you actually can follow via your own movement rather than having the camera turn,
Oh, okay.
which is much better. Agency-driven pathfinding.
Oh, because you have to actually turn towards the thing.
Well, in Diablo, you only have 4 directions, well, 8 directions of movement, i.e., diagonal was forward, backward, left, right, and there's no camera turn. But even in systems where things like that kind of do exist, you know, so or similar systems can be leveraged. So stuff like Atomfall, technically with its NPC sounds, which we'll come on to when we play the game, where the NPC could be used as maybe a guidance prompt, potentially, though that's far from ideal because, anyway, that's getting ahead of myself. The point being, if there were a system where you had to use, where you had a camera and you could just turn and run towards a thing, you know, then that's fine. That can work in that same way. You don't need to have a camera turn all the time. You can't do much climbing. Yeah, you can't do much climbing, but the game seems to want me to climb. So, in this instance, given I've given this about 4 or 5 attempts, let me do one more. Just see if we're very lucky. I'm going to move slightly.
Follow track objective.
If we can
7 meters.
climb towards these people. No, we can't climb towards these people. That's what I mean. All it gives me is collision. Oh, have we been? No. So given that, DB, do you mind taking over just to get me past this little section? Or rather to the next.
In just a second.
Once you've... what I'm trying to show is I'm not sort of immediately giving up on these and letting DB take over. I gave that a good few attempts. And the game was like, nope. I mean, I could have like maybe restarted the checkpoint, but I don't know how far that's going to put me back. And even then...
And if anyone wonders what the universe thinks of that, the universe says, you are always welcome in any gathering. Because I was just eating a fortune cookie.
Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliantly.
I was really hoping there'd be a better fortune, like something that would work even better as a game reference, but that's what I got.
That's not bad though. Partly because you are always welcome at any stream that I end up doing, where we end up talking about accessibility, and you want to discuss the viability of methods. Be more prophetic, fortune cookie, indeed. something haikus.
Okay.
Probably.
What's the one with the refrigerator one? You know what I'm talking about?
No. What? Oh god.
Haikus.
Oh no.
Haikus are easy.
What have we done?
There we go.
Oh god.
Haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator.
I might have heard that before, but I don't know if I have. Janissary, you weren't quick enough. Oh god. I just like the idea. I'm gonna. All I can think of is like in the classic sort of stereotypical Japanese master sort of. Just, haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator. I don't know, just do you know what I mean? Just like looking on, just slightly bemused. Just like, what? Oh god. You need like the music, like the sort of stereotype, like the Ghost of Tsushima music in the background.
Yes.
That's what you need. Oh god. Right, let's I apologize for the attempt at a stereotypical Japanese accent there.
Follow track objective, 19 meters.
Yay!
Use left stick to sprint at the door and smash through. Press Y to open door.
Oh. Or you can just...
Follow track
I'm gonna
objective.
do that.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Follow
I'll
track
do it.
objective,
There you go.
20 meters. Follow track
Sprint.
objective. Press Y to open
Well,
door.
I would do it if...
Oh,
Follow track objective.
Hold
Follow track
My
objective,
fault.
10 meters.
okay.
Ready?
Go.
Follow track objective.
Yep.
Bah!
There we go.
That's the fun way. And it's... There we go. I wish it was clearer when you
Entering
loaded into a cutscene. Like, as in... if it was going to do it, then it just kind of played a little sound cue, so that you're not sitting there waiting as to wondering what's happened. I guess though visually it might not be that clear either.
My one-man army.
Yasuke bows. Panning shot of the entire countryside up in flames.
See, why is that not AD? Like, that would be...
Another memory.
Anyway.
Just fine articulate at this point. Listen carefully. Memories can be fractured, ignored,
Yeah.
twisted. But what has been can never truly be lost. The past is power. Do you understand?
No.
How is the person while we're streaming with controlling your controller?
The structural integrity of her memories is solid.
So, Rook, we're
There is
using
much for you
Parsec.
and her to
Entering
Oh,
cinematic menu.
oh yeah, you can pause
Press
these.
B to resume.
Yay!
Press B
Yeah,
to
so
close.
Rook, we're using Parsec, and I'm playing a PC copy of the game, so it's even easier. No external hardware required other than controllers, of course. So the DB is simultaneously controlling my game where needed, directly over the internet.
discover. I wish you luck. Otherwise, this will be the last time we speak. Goodbye. For now.
I feel like we need luck, to be honest. Especially if I'm remembering this right. Which I might be.
At night, Nagato and Naue look down into a valley.
He comes.
Naue wears a concerned expression.
So they've just they've just name dropped two characters who, you know, one of whom hasn't even. I've just realised what you've been kind of. Yeah, like I'm. Only because you and I were discussing this the other day, Janissary. I'm really picking up on it now. Not that I didn't before, but you know, it's hitting home even better. I love the fact that you're talking about AD as if it's like Siri. It's like, hey AD, like as in like AYDEE or whatever. I don't know. Like there's definitely a funny sort of personal assistant vibe. But yeah, no, it's like, who is Naue?
Oda Nobunaga.
Far below, a seemingly endless column of soldiers marches across this landscape. On a rise,
Hold on. Is that a line where they've
Press B to
like
close.
spliced? Because it sounded like they said the slandscape. I need to rewatch that, but it. Yeah, it makes you question if. Yeah, I see what you mean, Janissary. Like it's making you question. Oh, have I missed a character? Has there been a weird time skip? Well, there kind of has, but.
above the troops, Oda Nobunaga and a hulking African samurai supervise from their horses. Nobunaga glares from beneath his ornate helmet.
We need a plan.
She turns to her father.
Steward, what do we do?
We ride to Aikuni Shrine.
Naue
Now.
nods and follows him.
Yeah, they tread on dialogue there, to use Janissary's wonderful turn of phrase.
Entering gameplay.
You're not telling
Let's
me
go.
everything.
Follow
I
track
can
object-
see it
follow
on
track
your
quest.
face.
Follow
What was in Hattori Hanzo's letter?
follow track object.
The world is at many wars
Follow track objective. 40 meters. Follow
Not
track
just the
objective.
one
30
Oda
meters.
Nobunaga fights.
Yeah.
Someone else is coming to Iga?
Follow
Yes.
track objective. 36 meters.
But what they want from us, they
Follow track
cannot
objective.
have.
40 meters.
Then we won't give it to them.
No.
Follow track objective.
won't.
40 meters.
I know you cannot tell me everything, Steward.
Yeah, I thought
But I
that
need
too,
your trust.
Janissary. It's like,
You have it.
Then tell me what
I was
to
like,
do.
how does this work?
I can do it. I can help you.
It may come to
Follow
that.
track objective. 39. Follow track objective. 40 meters.
Fight not only to defend. Come. Aikuni.
So, there's an interesting line on the floor. Hold on. There we go. You might be able to hear a humming noise there. That humming noise appears, from what I've understood, to indicate when you need to turn around. Now, if that was consistent, that would be amazing in terms of objective
Follow
reorientation.
track objective. Follow track objective.
Because then you'd
70
know,
meters.
oh, I'm facing the wrong way, I've got to turn around.
Follow track
But it
objective.
is
Follow track
not
objective.
consistent at all.
Remember,
That line is familiar to people who have played the Assassin's Creed series.
I'm ready.
It's the limits of the
synchronized memory
map.
fragments.
Exactly. So literally, you're just stuck in a oddly shaped bubble of gameplay, and if you reach the borders of that bubble, it tells you to turn around.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
but weirdly, it doesn't seem to do that all the time, especially later on.
Follow track objective, 59 meters.
Well, in the open world, you were rarely ever going to hit it, I'd imagine, right? It's only during these pre-scripted sequences.
No, but it'd be good if they kind of leveraged it as an objective
Yes.
mechanic.
Yes, absolutely.
See,
Like many things about this game. You got shot by a guy with a rifle.
As you do.
I've tried, by the way. There's no way to avoid that.
Sounds like you. Sounds like you in Last of Us. So you got shot by a guy with a rifle. Ow! Oh, got the parry.
Nice, very nice.
That was lucky. I wasn't even going for it. Well, I was, but I wasn't trying to. Oh, that. See, there was a swing there, but it was way. It was earlier than I'd. Come on. Oh. So that you can parry a second one because he does 2 in a row. You'll take damage for it, but.
64 meters. Hold Y to follow track objective. 63
There you go.
meters.
Right. Running. Oh. Path thing. No. You can. There we go. Bear in mind, so DB's only had to help me once, and that was where the game's pathfinding was being weird. Speaking of weird pathfinding,
Follow track objective. Follow track objective. Follow track objective. Follow track objective.
We're getting there.
Follow track objective. 30 meters. Use right stick to focus on an enemy and use right stick. Follow track objective. Follow track objective.
Oh god! See, I knew what the heal shortcut was.
Follow track objective.
Wait, I died. I healed during my.
Press Y to
Okay,
open save
game.
menu.
Fine. I tried to heal during, like, when I'd been hit,
Head left and right to
but they
sideways.
hit so
Save landing.
hard
Watch your step
that
coming down from a high place.
basically it
Fall
doesn't
down.
happen. And it hasn't even taught me how to heal yet.
Entering gameplay. Entering.
My question is, what's the point of being an assassin if you're getting hit most of the time?
What's the point of being an assassin if you're getting hit most of the time? Exactly! You should be able to parry. There should be cues to allow you to parry and be fun and cool and interesting.
Entering gameplay. Follow.
Oh, you. Ow! Ow. Oh, come on. Go for it. Ow. Okay. There we go. Oh. Press my advantage. Oh.
There we go. Oh,
Hit him
very
in the
nice.
everything.
I would preemptively heal.
No. Oh yeah, good idea. Good idea. So I knew how to heal because I've played this already.
It's burning. This can't be.
Follow track objective. 84 meters.
Follow objective.
Follow track objective. 58. Follow track.
Sometimes you have trouble telling if you're moving, even if you've adjusted settings and stuff.
Change your target. Follow track objective. 30 meters. Follow.
I need to start using my dodge more. Oh! Why wouldn't it let me press my advantage? What? Ow. Oh, wow. Ow. See, that's the thing. You might end up parrying and stuff, but I don't really get that luxury. By you, I mean, as a sighted player, there might be opportunities to parry.
Follow track objective.
Oh, now I can focus in on that guy. That's what that little click means. Means I'm locked on. Oh!
Nice.
That felt good.
Outside the burning tunnel, one of Oda's men drags himself along the ground and an Egan soldier stabs him. Nearby, Naue runs up to Sandayu.
20 of them. For every Egan.
As buildings burn around them, Nagato arrives.
They are not the only ones here.
He hands Hanzo's letter to Sandayu, who regards him darkly.
She gave it to you, so I could protect it if they came.
Sandayu throws down the letter.
What matters now is defeating Oda. Oda forces pour in from every direction. The mountains, the tiger mouths. And I will meet them there. Is that not what we have pledged? We pledged our oath to her, and they died with her.
Ouch.
The two men glare at each other. Sandayu's gaze shifts to Naue, then he returns his attention to Nagato with a look of resignation.
Do what you must. I understand.
He turns and gets on his horse as the village gate burns nearby. His steed rears up. Sandayu rides away.
Wait!
He stops.
My heart belongs to you. But my blood is Egon. I will get you to Mibuno Castle.
I'm coming with you.
No. I need you elsewhere.
He reveals a bracer on his arm and demonstrates the hidden blade.
Yay!
He straps it to Naue's arm.
Run to the Kufu, the mountain. The door will open. To this blade, it's a key.
What?
It's a keyblade. Wait,
Inside
wrong
the
series.
coffin is a box. Protect it with your life.
Chichiue!
You said you want to help. Now is the time. Cannot let Sandayu stand alone. Show me.
She extends the blade. Naue flicks her wrist and the blade retracts. She gives her father a steely look.
Go. I will meet you there. Now,
He takes her hand and stands up.
the box. It cannot be opened. It cannot be taken. Promise me, Plum.
I promise.
Nagato puts his hand on Naue's shoulder.
Well, those
and
things
she
are probably going to
holds his
happen then.
serious gaze.
Nagato!
Nagato gives his daughter an encouraging look before stepping away. He mounts his own horse and rides off with Sandayu.
I like the AD that, like,
Naue runs
other
in the
than the-
opposite direction.
other than the strange scripting issues,
Focus.
the
Get to the coffin.
delivery of the AD
Quest,
is really
Final
good.
Fantasy Lady.
I like
Follow
it.
track objective. Follow track objective. 91 meters.
So now,
Use
running.
left trigger to observe and right stick to tag enemies.
So this is fun. The left trigger to observe,
Follow track objective. 69
but
meters.
it is free cursor. You do get a sound
Follow track
cue,
objective.
but
69
you have
meters.
to be lucky enough to find a
Follow
thing,
track objective. 69. Follow track
which is
objective,
very
69
unfortunate
meters.
indeed.
Don't fail me now, Blade.
Follow track objective. Press right bumper. Tutorial. Assassination. Stay quiet and approach your targets unseen to perform an assassination right bumper. Press right bumper to assassinate. Follow track objective. 40 meters.
See, that didn't even it didn't even sound like it had actually taken him out,
Follow
which
track
was
objective. 37 meters.
strange.
Follow track objective. 30 meters. Use pad down to whistle.
You'll see what I mean in a minute.
I heard a sound. Could it be an enemy? Your head is
Follow track objective.
See, now this is not how this is meant to go. I'm going to let him kill me just so I can show you how this is meant to go. Come on. Yeah, so the and bear in mind this is on easy
Press A to reload later.
or forgiving or whatever they call it.
Entering loading. Press D-pad left and right to cycle.
Do you have any questions,
Grab a
DB, so
fire
far?
the enemy. The faster they can escape Neo's grab.
Oh, it's
Entering gameplay.
it's
Fight of a Kikuchi lady. Objectives. Retrieve
it's
the box.
simultaneous. Like this is the most accessible Assassin's Creed I have ever
Follow track
seen,
objective.
Yes.
Follow track objective. 37 meters.
and it's still so far from being accessible.
Yeah.
Follow
Which
track
for me
objective.
is incredibly
30 meters.
frustrating because I've loved this series. I've played every single game in the series since the first one, including all the weird spin-offs, the mobile games, everything. Every single one of them I've played, and I loved all of them. And
Press right
they
bumper to
still
assassinate.
can't get
Use
accessibility
pad down
right.
to whistle.
So the reason that worked was because I knew things that the game doesn't teach you yet, or at least it doesn't seem to have taught me. As in, I knew to crouch. There's a sound cue as well when you're hidden. Let me see if I can show it. Hold on. See if I can. If I go. Wait. I think that might just be for crouch, actually.
That one.
Yeah, that little cue, I think may just be
Follow
for
track
crouch,
objective.
actually, now I think
Follow track
about it.
objective. 25 meters.
But
Follow track objective. 20
when
meters.
you go. So we're in water here. Stop giving us the weird desync line. Actually, no, there we go. We're not. I don't think we're crouched, but we are hidden, as far as I can tell.
You are crouched
Okay, yeah.
and hidden.
So that's the trouble. I don't know if there's a queue for both, but there's a
Follow
queue
track
for at least
objective,
one.
37 meters.
So stay
Oh.
right where you are now. Actually, wait. Turn around a little bit and go back the other way. Or well, here, let me
Yeah, you did.
let me just put you in a place to try it. Okay, so now you're out in the open, and I've got you standing. So go to a crouch.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to a crouch.
Yep.
And now take a few steps forward,
There we go.
and that's hidden.
So that higher little whoosh queue means that you're hidden, which is good. I
They're
thought there
very
was...
similar, but they are different. At
No,
least.
I thought there was one for each, and I couldn't quite recall if I was right. But at least we've confirmed it. Because the game never, as I say, never tells you, never gives you enough information.
Now, if
Follow-
you stand up
Follow
here
track objective, 38 meters.
and now crouch again,
The queues sort of merge
Oh, did
into
you-
each other.
yeah, but you do get both, so
Yeah,
you
you-
know you've
yeah.
crouched into hiding.
Yeah, as long
So that's
as you,
actually good.
as long as you know which queue means you're hidden, you're fine.
Right.
Like you'll know when you miss it, when you crouch in and not hidden. So that's good. That's better than you might expect. Oh, let's
Follow track,
keep
follow track
going
objective,
this way.
26 meters.
Oh, good. We're hidden. Oh no, we're not. Okay. There we are. We are here. So no, okay. There's nobody here
Follow
because we
track
can't.
objective, 20
We
meters.
can't scan and observe really in the same way that anybody else could. Okay, we're gonna stick. No. I was trying to go back into that little hidden area, but wasn't. So I was trying to observe there. There is a little
Follow track
tiny
objective,
queue for that,
14 meters.
but not much of one.
Follow track objective, 10 meters. Follow track objective, 15
There we go. We're
meters.
crouched.
Follow track objective, 10 meters.
That was a strange noise. I don't know if I've.
That
Oh,
is the
there we go.
sound of you being detected.
Oh, hold on. Can we? No.
So if you go prone, you can
Yeah,
hide.
I was
There you
gonna
go.
say. So what we can do?
I don't know if the
Press right
tutorial's
button to
gotten that
designate.
far yet.
Hello. That goes Deb.
Hold wide to carry.
So if I was playing on anything higher than easy, we would be dead by now. Like,
Yeah.
very much so. Which is unfortunate, because it means that realistically, to get anywhere, you kind of have to play on easy.
Follow
Which,
track objective, 185
I
meters.
don't know. Like, not sure what to make of that, really. Oh. Because you have no sense of where enemies are until they're making noise, which is usually way too late. So bear in mind,
Follow track objective,
all that time I've been
161 meters.
turning around and we're stuck on weird
Follow track
Abstergo
follow track
collision.
objective, 165
The
meters.
thing that sucks is when you go into aim mode and you're able to kind of ping the enemy. When you do that, it creates a permanent,
track objective,
and I mean
161 meters.
absolutely permanent, arrow above that enemy's head that you can see basically forever. Like you can leave
Yeah.
the area, come back later, and as long as that enemy hasn't despawned and respawned in the meantime, they will still be tagged and you'll still be able to see them
Follow
through
track.
walls.
Follow
Yeah,
track objective,
and
like-
yet,
177
For
meters.
you, the experience is the exact opposite because once you've pinged him once, you can never ping him again because now he's already marked.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
a very good way to look at it. And I'm trying to get through to this
Follow-
one little
Follow track objective, 161 meters.
area, and because
Follow track objective,
oh,
160
like
meters.
because of the directness of this system, I am currently, as far as I can understand, facing a collision object.
Yep. One of the
Like the
the invisible walls.
yeah, and I can't go through there, so I now have to work out how I get. Okay, so I've been very
use
lucky.
X
I've
to
turned to my right, and I've managed to find my way over
Follow
there.
track
Now
objective, 185
there
meters.
will be players who would not be able to do that, or would not have the patience, and we're still stuck on a collision object. Whee. Okay.
Follow track objective, 158 meters. Follow track objective.
Something that I think
150
would
meters.
be a good
Hold A and use
litmus
left stick to
test
park
for game developers to use for this sort of thing. And I can only say this because you got me to play Last of Us 2 with the accessibility options.
Just
Get
find
a
the
sighted
box.
player who is familiar with the game. Get them to play it essentially blindfolded with the accessibility options. And whenever that sighted player is annoyed enough to, or like knows to be annoyed enough, to want to take the blindfold off, that's when you need to do some more polishing.
Yeah, I mean that's
'cause these
half
sorts
of it.
things,
Yeah.
these are like ridiculously
100 meters.
obvious. Like,
I mean I'm not saying they're necessarily easy to get round, but they would have likely come up in testing.
The coffin!
I would think.
Yeah.
Potentially, but that's just me. Hey, Davide, how you doing? Welcome in. So, even the objective, you see the objective has just vanished here.
Use left stick and B to parkour down.
Well, that would be the brilliance of it. I would love to see those playtests. That'd be very fun. So I'm trying to move to find my objective, and it just doesn't appear to exist. I'm spinning round, trying to find it, and I'm now in an open area with no objective. Unless
this is annoying. The thing that reads out the distance in the objective only works when the objective is visible on the compass. When the objective is visible on the screen, as it is now, there's no way to actually get it.
No.
That's ridiculous. Like, it's right there on the screen. I can see it. But the accessibility features, which are supposed to tell you the things that sighted players can see, aren't doing that.
Pretty much. I don't know how I got through this. I might have restarted a few times, but in lieu of actually progressing this further, you know what? I'm going to restart Checkpoint and see how far back it puts us, just to show one of the tactics.
Press B to close. Press A to load. Press A to options.
Actually,
Press A to save.
let's save while we're
Press B to close.
here.
Entering save menu. Create a new save game. Hold A to save.
Let's
press B to back. Paint and promises.
Yeah,
Manual save 3.
where we
Create a new save
actually
game.
are.
Hold A to save.
This
Press
will
B to back.
be
Life in IGA. Manual save 4. Mark. Entering cinematic. Press A to resume. Entering gameplay.
manual save.
Find
for.
application Objectives.
hold on.
Retrieve the box.
Has there been a better Ubisoft? No. Not that I'm aware of yet. I mean, Star Wars Outlaws started to come close, but the navigation system in that was arguably worse. At least last time I played it, which has been a
Entering cinematic
while.
menu. Press A to load.
We need to
Press
dive
B to
back
close.
into that and check out the Sabak changes.
Press A to save. Press B
I
to
keep
close.
thinking about that because they modified a bunch of stuff after we played DB. I don't know if you know. They adjusted a bunch of stuff so that apparently the cards now read properly
Press A to
in
options.
Sabak in
Press B to
Outlaws,
Press A to resume.
which is very
Oh, I
cool.
did not know that.
If true,
It's
well,
good they got around to fixing it.
yeah, no, exactly. Like they fixed it, I think, last year, but we just haven't played the game since.
Press A to quit to memories. Press A to options.
How come we
Press A
not?
to load. Press A to save.
I
Press B
thought
to
there was an
close.
option to restart Checkpoint, but apparently not.
Press A to resume. Press A to save.
Okay.
Press B to entering
Fine.
gameplay. Quest. Find a Bakekushi lady. Objectives. Retrieve the box.
Yeah, where is the box? Ugh. You got it, Jet? Oh, no, it's been great to have you here as always, Janissary. And if you have questions or want to, like, enjoy Jet, indeed. If you want to, if you want to always chat accessibility stuff, you know where to find me. Same goes for any of you. If you want to talk accessibility in a civil manner, yeah, just reach out and ask. And I'll be glad to discuss. So given we have no objective, I think I'd probably end up having to reload my save, but I don't even think that would help. We can
Entering cinematic
try,
menu. Press A to save.
just to
Press A to
show
load.
this.
Press B. Entering load menu. Life in IGA. Manual save 1. March 26th. Load save game. Loading a pre.
That's your previous save.
Entering load.
Oh,
Press D pad left
so
and right to
why
cycle
did it
lanes.
say it
Sleeping
was...
on duty. Enemies sometimes fall asleep at
So
night.
why did it say that was...
Entering gameplay. Quest. Find a Bakekushi lady. Objectives.
No.
Retrieve the box.
It is the right save. See?
This is manual save 1.
Yeah, but
Which
that's...
has 3 hours of game time.
But then,
Entering cinematic menu.
how come...
Press A to load. Press A.
I think it's an error. So
Press B to close. Live in IGA.
if we look
Live in IGA.
here,
Autosave 1. March 26th, 2025.
same
1
date.
hour 1 minute and 27 seconds.
Oh wow.
Live in IGA. Manual save 1.
You're
March 26th, 2025. 1 hour 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
See?
20
How
hours
did
37 minutes
that-
and 43 seconds. Live in IGA. Manual save 4. March 26th, 2025. 1 hour 3 minutes and 3 seconds. 20 hours 37 minutes and 43
See,
seconds.
the narration is
So
it
broken.
overwrote.
Hold A to load.
Well,
Hold Y to delete.
I don't know.
Well, no, I mean the
Live in
saving
IGA.
is also broken
Manual
because
save 1.
manual save
March
1,
26th,
which would have been the
2025.
first time you ever
1 hour,
did
3 minutes
manual
and 3
save,
seconds. 20 hours 37
has the
minutes and 43
exact
seconds.
same
NAO.
timestamp as manual
IGA.
save 4, which
Hold
is the
A to
one you just
Hold
did.
Y to delete.
Oh.
That's very problematic because whatever used to be in manual save 1 is no longer in manual save 1 now.
Well, that's
Live in IGA.
fine because I
Manual save
think I was.
March
I think
26th,
I've created
1 hour,
other
3
saves
minutes and 3
since
seconds.
then.
20 hours
But that's
37 minutes and
worrying.
43 seconds.
That's
NAO.
very
IGA.
worrying.
Hold A to
Yeah,
load. Hold Y to delete.
I agree.
Press B to back.
That, like, for any number of reasons. Good lord, that is.
Entering cinematic menu.
Wow. I'm
Press A to
surprised
resume.
nobody's talking about this.
Quest. Fido Bakekushi Baby. Objectives. Retrieve the box.
Like, and not only that, we also.
Do you have screen recording turned on?
I have.
Well, of course you do. It's on Twitch.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
We should go back later, and I'll if I have time tonight, I'll go back later and I'll review the footage of this to see if I can figure out what happened on the save screen while you were there.
Yeah, because I don't think.
that-
As far
this
as,
is bad. This is really, really, really bad.
unless. No, because I did hit create save. I'm almost certain of it. I was trying to think
unless
if
you overwrote, but in order to overwrite, you would have had to press and hold.
No, but I did press and hold, but I believe I was because the way the order. Let me look. Hold on.
Entering
Let's
cinematic-
see.
Press A to
So
save. Press A
if
to load.
we were to
Press A to
save,
Entering save menu. Live in IGA. Menu. Live in IGA. Manual save 1.
so we wouldn't have been.
Pain and promises. Manual save 3.
Yes, so that save was there before.
Pain and promises. Manual save 3.
Yeah, and
March
this
23rd,
one is the one that
2020.
has 3 hours of
Create
game
a
time.
new save game.
Yeah.
But
So
manual save 1 and
Press
manual
feedback.
save 4 both have an hour now.
yes, so yes, so what I'm trying to say is I didn't overwrite a save that was. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I overwrote a save. Given that, I wonder if it creates manual save 1 as well. And manual save 1 is like a default thing that it does. But why would it do that?
Entering cinematic menu. Press A to
Wait,
resume.
I
Entering
don't
game
know.
Quest. Fido Bakekushi Baby.
I have no idea.
Objectives. Retrieve the box.
Oh, God, it's doing my head in already. But the big problem is, chat, you may have noticed, we still have no objective. Sorry, I'm just very annoyed. So you are going to have to give me a hand to find the box. Do you mind, DB, if you don't mind? Sorry, that was a terribly worded way of asking you. I apologize. Would you kindly...
It seems that you are trying to enable your non-intelligent assistant. Are you sure you would like to enable your non-intelligent assistant? Press A for yes, or 2B for vault.
The irony being, you just made an unintended, what is it, near... Is it Near Automata 2B? Or whatever it is. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I can't even, like, jump to show you... What you should have said is press X for yes, and then I could have just gone...
Oh, yeah.
Like that, there you go. No, I appreciate where you're going. It seems you are trying to enable a feature that isn't available in your location right now. Would you like to enable it? Seems like that kind of
I
prompt.
got an idea. We did this years ago with you know, that game.
Oh yeah, that one with the things and the stuff.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
One of our first streams ever, we tried this, and it was a terrible idea.
Oh
However,
God.
because Assassin's Creed has a very good auto traversal system,
Okay.
do you want me to just be your auto camera? And you do the running and jumping and all that stuff?
If you're happy to try it, at least, we'll try it at least. This will be a laugh.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whee! Nice. Don't know how well the lag will cope, but we'll see.
Follow tracked objective. Follow tracked
Oh,
objective.
and now-
Follow tracked objective. 10 meters.
There we go. And now it shows up. Yay, well done.
Follow tracked objective. 9 meters.
I'm going to very
Press Y to
gently...
open door. Follow tracked objective. Entering dialogue.
Yay, we did it. Thanks for the assist. You would not have been able to get over that without luck, would you really? Well, let's be honest.
Yeah, that, especially because there's some fun traversal there with no accessibility whatsoever.
It's a hidden
That
blade
way,
key thing.
Just the hidden blade to open a lock on a metal door or a stone door.
Stone door, yeah. Massive stone door
Entering
by the
gameplay.
sounds of it.
Quest. Fight of Kikuchi Lady. Objectives. Retrieve the box. Follow tracked objective. 8 meters. Press Y to pick up.
I did. Oh, there we go. Wait, no? Physics objects. We like physics objects. Oh,
Press Y to pick up. Entering dialogue.
there we go. The prompt radii are
Inside the
tiny.
cocoon, a simple lacquered box sits on a stone pedestal.
AD,
menu.
what is a
Press A to
cocoon?
resume. Press B to close.
There's going to be kind of the meme now, chat. If you don't understand what the AD's on about, just say, "Hey AD, what is X, Y, Z, A, B, whatever?"
Entering
Naue
dialogue.
lifts it with both hands. She turns, finding a masked warrior blocking her path. They fight over the box, and the warrior's mask falls off as he knocks Naue back. As she charges at him, he whacks her in the face with his studded kanabo, the blow knocking her out.
Your
Entering contact
turn.
Menu. Press A to resume.
There's an easy one
Press B to
here.
close.
No?
No?
Hey AD, what is a kanubo?
Oh, okay. Well, actually, okay, hold on. I will say, not that this is efficient,
Yeah.
but the good part is that this stuff that's happening now is the same experience for, well, okay, not exactly the same experience for sighted and unsighted players, because like obviously you can see it, but
Yeah.
like you don't know the name of it and you don't know anything about it. You just know it's like a club.
I
right?
get,
But
well, yeah, but the point
the
being...
the codex in the game, if you have the patience to actually go through and read all the stuff, the codex is an excellent resource. So a lot of these words that are being used, you actually can read about them in there.
I haven't...
Which is what I've been doing on my game.
I'll
But
be
it
honest, I haven't
requires a lot
even...
of time and
I haven't looked at the codex yet, but we can poke about with that later. But no, the fact that
not
you...
to say that's a good gameplay decision, of
No,
course.
no,
I'm just saying
but
the
it's-
information is there.
It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is it's different. The experience is not equal parity because you have essentially you as a sighted player, you're able to see that it's a club.
Right.
Like,
And all you get is a word that means nothing to you.
that means nothing. Like it could be a studded flipping tiara for all we know. Like could be anything. Like could
A
be
studded tiara. That'd be a great weapon. Like a Sailor Moon game? Oh, that'd be amazing.
Maybe, I don't know. Like just fling it through the air and it just slice it. I don't know. But the point being, it could be anything. Like might as well be a Japanese frying pan Rapunzel style. Good lord. There's a verb attached and some context clues. Well, not necessarily, because there is a verb, sort of hits her in the face with a thing, like, but that's not much of a context clue. Like, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting discussion. Like, yeah. Anyway,
Slings his weapon across his back, then eyes the box. He opens it, the lid concealing his face from view.
convenient.
We rewrite our history.
Hurry! Someone's coming!
The warrior quickly shuts the lid and hurries out of the cocoon.
Well, given he's
Later,
slung it across
Naue
his
lies
back, it
unconscious.
does give
Her
different
father
impressions.
kneels
But...
beside her.
Dally.
He looks around the dim space, then reaches down to his daughter. He drapes her arm over his shoulder and labors toward the exit with her.
Giving me God of War 2018 flashbacks, kind of, ish. If you know, you know.
Nagato holds an injured Naue on his horse.
Rest, my plum. I've got you.
Your surroundings appear
The
blurred.
box. I couldn't stop him.
I should not have put you there. My oath.
The view fades in and
So
out of
many
blackness.
See, they
But
trod
you
on dialogue there as
box.
well.
Your mother.
My mother.
So much like her. Never saw her again. If we can just reach Tomiko's, there is hope.
After reaching a small farm,
She
he
will
collapses
help
off
us.
his horse.
Make that 3, Jukesy. Make that 3. Yeah, the AD is good at points, but
Entering dialogue.
the timing is a little off. And no ID for this because it might be an in-engine.
I'm Tomiko. Your father
thing?
brought you here. I'm surprised he made it in his condition. He fell into a dead sleep after dragging you in.
I don't blame him.
There will be some hard days ahead, but he'll live. You can sit up. How's the rest of you?
Nothing's broken.
The good thing is,
I
Jukesy,
can
at least
move.
it's there.
I can fight.
Fight?
By the way,
I didn't fix you up.
Entering cinematic menu.
Yeah.
Press A to resume. Press B to
sorry.
close.
I should have said it at the beginning before they started talking, but the in this scene, the thing that 80 doesn't describe, which I think is important, is Naue now has a gnarly scar on her face from where that club hit her. So like her right cheek and right eye are kind of torn up in a way that's going to make for a cool scar later.
Probably.
Just so you
Entering
can
dialogue.
bleed again.
I have to go. I lost something very important to my father. I must get it back.
Lost? What?
I can't tell you.
Nagato has his secrets and I look the other way. It's best for us both.
You know my father well. And my mother?
Less well.
I've lost too much time. I've got to go.
Go? Go where? Do you even know where to start looking?
Then help me.
Tell me what you can.
Those lines do not
Press A to resume.
mesh
Press B to close.
completely, do they? It's like, you know, it's do you even know where to start looking? Then help me. It's like, no. It's like there's got to be yeah. I'm not trying to be overly critical. That one just stood out to me when I heard it, and I was like, interesting dialogue choice. I wonder if it works better in Japanese. I'm not saying it does, but I wonder.
I mean,
Oh
in
God,
Japanese with
Jukesy.
English subtitles, no.
So, no, I was just saying, like Jukesy was like, put that thing back where it came from. Also, help me, bum bum bum. So, just Monsters Inc. I love that. Such a great scene. Oh God! Whenever people are like, "Oh, can you put the thing over there?" I'm like, "Put that thing back where it just immediately comes into my head." Anyway, yes, I did actually contemplate playing this in Japanese, given the responsive nature of the OCR earlier.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying like I could give that a try off stream and let you know how well it works in my other playthrough if the saves don't overwrite each other, which I am slightly
Oh, you know
concerned.
what you could actually do? I believe.
What?
Sorry. I'm pretty sure that under the audio settings, there's a dialogue volume option.
Press A to quit to memories.
If you set the dialogue
Press A to save.
volume to
Press
0
B to close.
and
Press
play
A to
with your
resume.
OCR
Press B
on,
to close.
then you're not going to have to pick out
Yeah.
the OCR
Press A to
through
load.
the
Press B
foreign
to close.
language.
That's but then you lose the
But then you lose intonation.
well you lose all of it. Like
Well, no, you won't.
Well, no,
I
no.
assume you'd only use the dialogue. You'd still hear
Yeah.
like sound effects.
yeah, but
presumably.
then you'd lose you lose the dramatic nature of scenes where it was needed, etc.
Socials.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
if somebody's yelling.
Yeah, pretty much. Which
Yeah.
God, who's the guy from Sekiro? What is it? My name is blah 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 blah. He like flipping yells it. Oh God, it's one of the bosses. Oh, Heck, I'm gonna have to look that up now, aren't I? He's like, my name is blah 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 blah. He just like in the English, he absolutely just full throttles it, if you will. But he don't like I don't know whether it was like vocal processing or just he was just it was just the take that they used. But it sounds like he's sort of gargling. He's like, my name is. It's like, it's very odd. Like if you think about it too hard, it's very strange. But yeah, that just reminded me of that when he said about yelling. Anyway.
And
entering dialogue.
how did you come to lose this thing?
There was a man in armor, a samurai. He came up behind me. I was careless.
What did he look like?
It was dark. He wore a mask.
Many samurai do. Can you describe it?
Oh, you do
It
get
was
the.
pale, like an onryo.
That's funny.
Press spacebar to resume.
I didn't
Press
even
escape to close.
spot that. They actually add in the word in brackets. I didn't even notice that before. They say it like an onryo. Like I know what that is through sort of loose interactions with Japanese folklore and KI and whatnot. Because Hisako is kind of an onryo. It's basically a vengeance spirit. But they have it in the brackets, so that's interesting. They have onryo and then ghost in brackets.
Yeah, they do that fairly regularly in the English. Well, again, at least in the English subtitles
In
for
the
immersive mode.
Yeah,
where
in the
you're
subs
hearing
they do.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you mean, Devade? What do you mean? Inigo Montoya? What? I sort of half get it. Anyway.
I think Father grabbed it from him.
It might be among Nagato's things. I put them aside when I dressed his wounds.
Sorry if I keep pausing sequences. It's just there's just lots of
This is
cutscenes.
it.
I've seen one like it.
It's like this is it.
Years
what?
ago.
What does it mean? Who is behind it?
It's the mask of
No.
the warrior.
I'm
that
not
did it
certain.
before.
Yeah, but you don't
But
know
you
that,
should
do
go
you?
to
Do you know what I
Kachamo.
mean?
There's a connection
Like-
there.
AD wise or lack
I'll
of
take
Oh
AD.
my
yeah,
father's
exactly.
horse.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
reach
That was
the
me
castle
doing the AD.
tonight.
Yeah.
And what will you do if you find your samurai?
What I should have done at the tomb. Take his life and
Smack
take
him in the
back what's
face.
Ours.
See that you do.
Okay.
She walks away, looks back, and then keeps walking.
So that's what I mean. You
Ration. X3. Quest. The Onryo Samurai. Objectives. Retrieve the box.
see, we still have the same objective as earlier. Oh, my name is yeah. I honestly cannot remember who that boss is in Sekiro. That's annoying. Oh,
Follow track objective.
I've
Follow
moved
track
enough.
objective, 113
The
meters.
objective is deigns
Follow
to
track
spawn
objective,
in.
100 meters.
Whee.
I'll get the box and everything will
Follow
be as
track
it was.
objective, 56 meters.
Everything will be all
Follow
right.
track objective. 50
So
meters.
every few meters you have to sort of
Follow.
pause and. Oh,
Follow track objective.
there we go. Just gotta sometimes just. No. Oh, there we go.
Follow track
See, if this
objective,
was an
893
actual
meters.
ping, it would be much easier. Oh. Turning around to avoid the desync
Follow
line.
track objective. 873 meters.
Oh, and it's actually an invisible wall. That's... Wow. Right, hold on. Let's try this again.
Follow track objective. 883 meters.
So where... What? I don't remember having this much trouble with this section. Maybe I did. It's been a little while.
There's kind of a
Follow track objective,
ravine that you
867 meters.
went around right at the beginning. If you had stayed in it, you wouldn't have been
Follow
able
track
to get
objective, 850 meters.
on the wrong path, essentially.
But
So
then-
yeah, now you're back where you should be. So now it should actually work better.
But you
believe it or
don't know
Follow
again
track objective.
as a
Follow track objective,
newcomer
828
you would
meters.
not know any
Yes.
of that. And
Yes,
even if
I agree.
even not as a newcomer you
Follow track
wouldn't
objective,
know
800 meters.
where the ravine was to either go round it
I
or
should
stay in
get
it.
Kitty.
Hold pad down to call your mount.
No.
Hold tab left to Pathfinder on.
That was weird.
Press left stick to
She
down.
whistled
Hold
without
down.
actually
Press X to stand
whistling.
change.
I
Follow
don't know if
track
you
objective.
noticed that. She's meant to
770
actually
meters.
whistle to get the summon to work. There we go.
Follow track objective. 750
Playing
meters.
Red Dead,
Right,
Red Dead
kitty?
Redemption Japan
Follow track
Edition.
objective. Follow track
Kind
objective. 700. Follow track objective.
Can
700
you
meters.
look up just a little bit to help with motion sickness for
Follow
sighted
track
players?
objective.
Thank you.
650
It's alright, not a problem.
You were looking at the ground, which is very uncomfortable to look at when you're riding fast.
Not
Follow
my
track objective.
fault
600 meters.
directly.
What is Stewie hiding, kitty? What's in the box?
What's
Follow
in the
track
box?
objective.
Crash.
560 meters. Follow track objective. 550 meters.
Running along.
Whoa.
Oh, come on. Not quite as straightforward as Last of Us horse riding, is it? It's not too bad.
So you've tried the pathfinding thing, right? Where you hold
So,
left on the D-pad.
Pathfinding is visual only.
Okay, it doesn't have any audio
Follow
cues
track
whatsoever.
objective.
Hang on, I'll show you.
583 meters. Hold pad left to guiding to current objective.
That's all you get. Just bling, and that's it.
Oh, that's so annoying. Because the visual part is really, really good.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
just have you follow
Follow track
it.
objective.
Well,
550 meters.
the funny thing is, of course, they had autofollow for roads and stuff in previous Assassin's Creed games.
Yes, and took it out
Follow
for
track
some reason.
Yeah,
Follow track objective.
exactly.
523
It doesn't
meters.
make sense
Follow track objective. 500 meters.
at all. At least we're getting there.
Yep.
Like, it takes a while, but we're getting there. Funny noises.
Follow track objective.
Don't know what they are, but
412 meters.
But bear, like, yeah. What's in something? No, that is not the case here. We are having to manually do all of this, which is unfortunate, Divide.
Follow track objective.
Yeah, if you're
429 meters.
used to Assassin's Creed Origins
Follow
or
track objective.
any of the later
400 meters.
games where you get the auto follow, that is completely
Oi.
gone here.
Three-
When I first started playing, because I've played all those games, I was like, oh, well, of course this is going to be here, but no, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
It's a really weird decision. It's very much a decision because they like
Follow track objective.
it's
Follow track objective. 300
notably not there, and I don't know what the thinking behind that was.
What the?
Wow.
Okay.
That, you should save that as a clip.
Hold on.
And I'll see if I can do an 80 for you later.
Oh no, I can't do it on this. Oh god. Ah.
Oh no.
I went by Xbox controls and I was like, this will be fine, and then I was like, no, that's not how this works.
Your very athletic horse just managed to climb straight up a sheer waterfall.
Wow.
And then jump back down.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can rescue this because it's.
Entering cinematic
There we
menu.
go. I was trying to make
Press
sure
A
my
to
game
green
had
light.
controls.
Hold pad left to.
Controls again.
Press left stick to gallop. Hold
There we
B to
go.
sound. Press X to stance change.
Ah,
Rise.
right.
The Onryo Samurai.
Where
Yeah,
is
this
it?
waterfall
Degrees
is
above.
like probably, I don't know,
Follow track objective.
50 to 100 feet
373
tall.
meters.
And your
just-
horse just kind of like hopped its way up.
Just Skyrimmed, as we call it. Right.
Stu is willing to risk his life. I can do no less.
I could hear that in like sort of
I will fix them.
like the sort of Japanese master again. Just you are riding a horse, not a summon. Just like in the sort of anime
Different horses do have different
Follow track
names.
objective. 300
If you ever find a horse named Salmon, that would be perfect.
Oh, that would be
Follow
amazing.
track objective. 300
I would love that to be a thing.
Now the thing I do appreciate, which
Press X to stand change.
some is that well actually no I don't remember for sure. I feel like
Follow track. Follow track objective. Follow track objective. 202 meters.
Oh.
Follow track objective. 200 meters.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What have you done, Jukesy? What have you done? Oh. Hold on. I need to actually get to this objective. Come on. Game? Where's it gone? Exactly.
oh whoa You passed over it and it didn't say it.
No.
Turn to your left. Okay,
Follow
stop.
track objective. 164 meters.
There we go.
Wait. Hold
Select
on.
menu. Press A to
Hold on.
Press B to close.
Are you joking? Jukesy, are you joking? That is what? Cristiano Ronaldo announced for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. What? Real gameplay? What? You mean like the Ronaldo, right? Just to make sure we're... What?
Wow.
What? Stick
I
that...
can't believe I'm saying this. Juxie's not lying.
Stick that in the meme and video store, because it's not exactly a meme, but it might soon be. What? What's he gonna do? Just kick people in the face all the time? Or what? That's blown my mind. How the what? What were they thinking? Or what was who? What? I don't understand. Look, what? So, yeah, Chung Li does. That's a good point. that is a good point. She has been kicking people in the face for the best part of, God, what, over 30 years? Ish. God. Wow.
Entering gameplay. Hold pad left 2. Press left stick to gallop. Hold B to dismount. Press X to stand change. Quest.
Goodness
the Onryo Samurai.
me.
Objectives. Retrieve the box. Follow track objective. 165 meters.
Right, let's whoosh. Oh.
That must be Katano Castle.
Oh. Combat's in stereo.
The box thief will be somewhere he
We're not-
feels safe. A well-guarded place.
Well, I will follow that even if it's just for the memes.
Press Y to mount. Follow track.
Right.
Follow track objective. 69
This is where things get ridiculous. Well, they normally do. So if I run over here, huh? So people like there's a noise there that the game never tells you what it means.
Best if I remain unseen.
So we're apparently hidden, but there's no actual objective now. As you may notice, DB. There's no...
Try going further to the right.
Follow track objective.
Oh, there we go.
Follow track
There you
objective.
go.
19 meters.
But you would have to be lucky.
But it's useless because, yeah, like I know where that objective is, and there's like you're not just gonna randomly stumble into it.
Yeah, and also
One
like
way above you.
because well, although
My grappling hook will get me up there.
whoops,
Oh,
I pressed the wrong button. No, you're not gonna. No. Can you not give me the prompt again, game? No. Okay.
the grappling hook is temperamental, even like even when you can see what's happening. The grappling hook is temperamental there.
Like it works fine when
getting it to work here.
Well, no, it's just. Oh, there we go.
Follow track objective. 23 meters.
Ow.
Left stick to lunge. Follow track objective. 20 meters.
Oh no, we have to go back over here and kind of hope.
Left stick to lunge.
Game? Okay. We're at the mercy
Follow
of the
track
game.
objective. 25 meters. Follow track objective. 20 meters.
So now we're swimming round this way. We can't go through there because there's collision. And it keeps playing me
Those two
ominous
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sound means
Follow track
you're in a
objective. 19 meters.
warning area where if you're spotted,
Follow track
they'll
objective.
shoot
19
you and then attack you. And then you're going to hear a more intense sounding one in a second, which is the one that means they'll attack on sight.
Well, if we can actually get there, which I don't think is going to happen. Oh. So that one's... Yeah. Oh. Funny thing is we're apparently hidden. Only we could assassinate people
Follow
from
track
here.
objective. 18 meters.
Yeah, I think you might have to give me a hand with this because we're currently swimming around what I would guess is the moat. Or whatever the
Yes.
equivalent of a moat is.
Here, I'll just do
Yeah.
camera for you.
Okay.
And you do everything else.
Thank you.
See how that works.
Should be okay. I should have counted you in. Sorry. That's on me.
No, this is a good way of seeing kind of what works and what doesn't.
Up
Use
we
left
go.
to follow track objective. 16
Whee!
meters. Left stick to ascend/descend.
That
Press
worked
B to drop.
smoothly.
Press A to follow track objective. 10 meters.
And now I'm not. Oh yeah, here we. It just made that. Oh. Oh, actually, in a.
So yeah, you reach the objective, and then it doesn't tell you anything. Like
No.
it's your objective is still retrieve the box, but now there's no marker anymore. Even if for sighted players, there's no marker.
Yeah, so you get
this is
up
where you have
here
to
and
go.
you're stuck.
Yeah.
So
as a sighted player, this is where you go into aim mode and look for the glowing dots. But I assume there's no audio
Well,
cues for the glowing dots.
well, other than just randomly finding glowing dots, which
Which is ridiculous because you're looking through 3D space.
with a free cursor, bear in mind.
Exactly.
Like, it's unfortunate in that regard. But what you can do is just jump down and.
Use left stick and press A to leap.
Oh, I did, but.
Press right bumper to assassinate.
Oh, hello. That guy's dead.
Press Y to refill tools. Hold Y to carry.
Yay! So that
Hold Y to carry.
assassination normally would get you killed if you played on anything above this difficulty.
Hold Y to carry.
Or at least, like there are ones that
Hold Y to
would.
carry.
I don't know. I forget if that one exactly would, but there is no objective marker now at all. And even in observe mode, I'm getting no guidance at all, no cues to indicate, oh, I've randomly locked onto anything.
Use
I
left
can
trigger to
throw
aim and press
kunai
or hold right trigger to
one-handed.
throw.
But
So I'm not 100% sure, but if we mark the objective in view mode, it may put it back up on the compass. I'm not sure if it will. But
we can
try it.
We can try. Yeah, we can give it a go. So that's the loot noise.
Okay, that's the objective. Yep. Oh, but it doesn't show up on the compass.
No.
So
So.
yeah.
But.
Do you want me to keep being your camera? If you throw another one of those, you can kill him. There you go.
That's not clear.
By the way, I don't know if the game tells you this, but if you hold R2 to like aim, you get a higher damage out of it.
Oh, what, to charge it? Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could charge those. Fun.
And when you do that, they're instant kill for low-level enemies, which is useful.
Nice. I did not know that. That
Press
was.
right bumper to assassinate.
Oh.
Use right bumper to attack enemies from above.
Hello.
Hold
Goodbye.
Y to carry.
Can we get a refill on
Hold Y to carry.
tools, I wonder? Or does that mean we're being spotted, that little noise there?
No, that was you whistling.
No, I whistled. No, I whistled, but there was like a noise after it.
Hold Y to carry.
Hold on. Did I just see an objective?
Hold Y to carry.
Did I just see it very briefly show up? Or am I...
Hold Y to carry.
Oh, it is there, but I think you're too close for it to work.
Oh, hold on. There's a little loot thing.
Hold Y to loot.
Yay!
There you go.
So I was lucky enough to walk over it there.
That's not the box
X2.
they stole from
Still.
me.
X33.
I need to keep
Move.
looking.
X103.
Yeah, so it just said a
Follow-
bunch of numbers, but
Follow tracked objective.
oh, there we
15
go.
meters.
We now have an objective,
Follow tracked objective. 10 meters.
which means
Follow tracked objective. 31 meters. Use left bumper and use left stick to swing back and forth. Left stick to
there
swing.
we go.
Press left bumper to toggle ascend/descend. Press B to drop. Press A to jump. Follow tracked objective. 20 meters. Left stick to ascend/descend.
We up here.
Follow tracked objective. 10 meters.
Now, when you know it's like 10 meters away, you have to be kind of careful. He says,
Now
attempt.
it's gone again.
Press Y to refill tools. Press Y to refill tools are full.
See, now that you would not normally be able to do
Hold Y to carry.
for like easily. You would normally have had a lot of trouble dealing with him. I spent ages getting caught and absolutely
Hold Y to carry, hold Y to
murdered.
carry.
And they say that normal is the default experience, so make it that way you will. Actually, let me look. Hold on.
Entering cinema. Press A to save.
While I'm
Press A
here,
to load.
Let me
Press A to
have a
options.
little look
Press B to close. Entering options.
and see
Press left bumper to previous tab. Controls tab.
if it lets
Press left
me.
bumper to previous tab. Interface tab.
Oh no, it
Press
is
left,
actually
press
on.
left bumper to previous tab. Video tab. Slider.
No.
Press left bumper to previous tab. Third party tab. Press left bumper to previous tab. Gameplay tab. Press left bumper to previous tab.
There we go.
Game drop. Subpitch. Drop down. Input mode. Subpitch.
Are we allowed?
Difficulty tuning. Adjust your combat and stealth
Oh,
experience.
okay. So it might have
Press
been.
B to back.
It might have been where
Hold
I
Y to reset
started
page.
this.
Disable.
It might have
Press
been
menu to apply.
on the preview version. Do you know what I mean?
Forgiving.
Might have been
Drop
a
down, drop
an
down
issue with
carousel.
that.
Stealth difficulty. Forgiving.
There we go.
Choose
We
from
can
mode
now
right.
adjust
Toggle.
all these.
Guaranteed assassination. Off. Choose whether successful
Oh.
assassinations automatically kill the target, regardless of their remaining health. Press B to back. Hold Y to reset page. Disabled. Press menu to apply.
I'm gonna leave that off for the moment, but I'm
Entering option.
aware. At least I
Entering
know
cinematic
where
menu.
it is and that
Press A
it's
to resume.
gonna
Entering
work.
gameplay. Quest.
Do you know what I
Warrior
mean?
Samurai. Objectives. Retrieve the box.
Right, where's the box?
Press Y to refill rations.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
Press Y to rations are full.
oh, they are. Good.
Press Y to refill tools.
Did I grab?
Hold
What?
Y to carry.
Where's it gone? This is the trouble. If these were actual stereo loot cues, this wouldn't be an issue. But they're not. Would you mind just pointing me, given I'm slightly lost, would you mind just
There you
putting me
go.
on the tools thing? Just so I can make
Yep.
sure that we got those.
Just head forward until you get the prompt.
Oh. Thank you.
Hold X to go prone and hide in the tall grass.
Oh, it
Oh.
just,
Press Y to refill. Press Y to refill tools.
it's not.
Press Y to refill rations.
Oh, if it's not
Tools are full.
doing
There
it,
we
it
go.
has to be full.
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
no. It does actually give you the information, but you sometimes have to be a little lucky
Rations
with
are
it.
full.
Right.
Press Y to refill tools.
So, you ready to camera?
Yes.
Because I would not be able to get out of this on my own. Oh,
Activity.
She's outnumbered.
oh, she's bad.
Hold right stick to toggle eagle
Why
vision.
don't you come to whatever village you crawled out of?
Did you say they were meant to be a one-hit kill?
Shadows.
I did try and charge it.
Not in combat.
Ah,
It's not out of stealth. You can do one hit kill,
okay. Ooh. Well, that guy's dead. Well, they're both dead, actually. That's good.
Left stick to ascend / descend.
Good thing with kunai, by the way, they are almost 100% reusable.
Hmm.
As long as the body doesn't like disappear. If you go
Ah.
back to the body,
Oh.
you can get them.
We can do that then, can we? Or
Yes, I'm guiding you back.
oh, cool. Hey, Kath, how you doing?
Trigger up.
Press Y to loot.
There you go.
Hold Y to carry.
Grab the thing.
There you go.
There should be. Oh, is that the whole lot? Huh.
Yep.
Nice. Right, you ready? Sorry, I was moving the camera. My fault.
Yes. We need to
Press
go
B
back
drop.
into
Left stick
aim
to ascend /
mode.
descend.
Drop the rope or let go of the rope. B. Okay. And then aim mode.
Observe,
go.
by the way.
Observe. Thank you. That one. Okay.
Observe.
Oh, go into. Well, we probably made a bunch of noise, but just in case, go into Eagle Vision.
Which I haven't really ever done. Much of anyway.
Hold R3.
Oh, it's hold. There we go.
There
Whoosh.
we go.
That little noise means you're tagging things.
Yeah. I was looking. I don't think that one is. Let me just move you for a second here. I just want to check something.
Yeah, hold on. If I do that.
Oh no, he's outside. Oh, actually, no. Okay, go into your start menu.
Entering cinematic menu. Press A to resume. Press B to close.
Oh, darn. Yeah, we're still in the prologue. Damn it.
Wait, hold on,
Entering
hold on.
gameplay. Entering cinematic menu.
Yeah, no,
Press A to
actually, no, we
resume.
can't do it either way.
Entering
Yeah.
gameplay.
Yeah.
This is
There's an ability you can get that lets you do assassinations through the like traditional doors, which is straight out of old samurai movies.
Oh,
Which I
wow.
absolutely love.
That'll be fun
And
once we get there.
This would be a perfect place to do it, but you can't do it yet.
No, because the game doesn't want us to have fun, apparently.
Exactly.
No, it does, but you know what I mean. Right, ready?
Yep.
So up here. Oh, whoops, that was my fault. I broke it. Hold on. Let's.
Side note, climbing the rope every time you get the prompt is almost never the thing you actually want to do, sadly.
Which is really frustrating because they have a queue
Exactly.
for it. Like.
Exactly. Exactly. It keeps giving you the prompt, and then when you do the thing the prompt told you to do, it's like, no, you shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Press Y to open door.
Oh.
There you go.
Press Y to close door.
Oh.
Press Y to close door.
I was.
Hold Y to extinguish. Hold Y to light up.
And then...
Hold Y to loot.
Oh.
Still
Hold Y
not
to
the
light up.
right box.
No.
The
Nice.
thief must have it with him.
Iron sand.
Okay, now you've got
Press
an
Y to hide.
objective marker.
But
But you're inside a building, so.
Hold Y to light up.
Do you
Press
want
Y
to
to
try
hide.
to get yourself out, or do you want me to keep?
I can
aiming
try.
for you?
Track objective. 22 meters.
Okay.
Press Y to hide.
Oh.
Press Y to hide.
Haha.
Press Y to exit.
Yeah. I wonder what happens if we. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. What we're gonna do?
Press
We're
Y to
gonna.
open door.
Something there.
Press Y to hide. Press Y to exit.
There we go.
Oh. Oh, that worked.
They
Is he
did.
gonna come in?
I don't think he.
Oh, he's moving.
I think he's in. Is he?
Is he gonna give you an assassination prompt?
Oh.
I've never done this before.
I don't know if he
Oh,
will.
he walked away.
Oh,
Try whistling again. I don't know if you can whistle when you're
Press Y to
hit.
exit.
you
Oh,
can.
there you go. Okay.
I don't know if it will let you assassinate.
Press right bumper to assassinate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh! Let's
And she
go.
throws him in the hiding spot. That's brilliant.
Oh wow, that's me being clever.
So you were hiding in what is essentially a casket, right? You're laying in the casket. He comes over, you jump out, stab him, throw his body in the casket.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. That's a useful little tip for your next run.
I've never done that one before. I'm impressed. 15 hours in, still haven't done
Hold Y to
that.
extinguish.
Yay! But the best part of it
Press Y to
was
close door. Hold
I
Y to
didn't
extinguish.
know if that was going to work either.
Press Y to
But I
close door.
thought.
Turned up yet.
Hold on.
Press Y
Let's
to follow track. Press Y to close door.
be-
Press Y to close door.
Hold on. How do we?
Fo-
Oh.
Could someone be hiding?
Follow track objective.
Oh,
15 meters.
I tried to go
Follow track.
prone, but wouldn't let me. Nope.
Still not the reason.
Oh.
Don't fall like that.
You uncover the
Oh God!
Just another minute.
Yeah, you should run away.
15 meters.
If
Well,
you can.
I was gonna. Well, it was never gonna happen anyway. Like, well, I was just like, I'm gonna stand and fight, see if I'm lucky, because you never know. Sometimes you
That
are.
one- That was a heavy elite, which are
Entering
really difficult to
Press
begin
the
with.
and right
Plus,
cycle
he had
lanes.
buddies,
On
which
the hook. Stay on the
like
lookout for grappling
even
hooks
if
surrounding you.
even
Restrict
a sighted player, even on easy,
Yeah.
probably would have died
Still
there.
not the right box.
Yeah, exactly.
The thief
Be on
must
your
have it
samurai.
with him.
Oh wait, hold on.
Retrieve the box.
Do we get to redo what we just did? I think we do.
Oh yeah.
Follow.
Where's our little hiding spot?
Oh, well, except
Press Y
you
to
got,
hide.
there you go.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Let's.
Press Y to hide. Press Y to exit.
Good. Your rats, yes, do it again.
Press right bumper to assassinate.
Yay! Second one.
Assassinate someone and place them into a redeemed by Divade011.
Nice. We did it a second time as the achievement redeem popped. That was funny. Thank you, Devade. Right, let's.
Hold Y to extinguish. Hold Y to extinguish.
Oh yes, hold. Oh, it seems to work. Right, should we try and very carefully make our way out of here?
Press Y to close door.
Oh, there we go. We're hidden. Huh. There we go.
Nothing turned up yet.
Follow track objective. 23 meters.
Right. So is this a point where we... Oh, God.
Hold Y to light up. Press Y to open door.
Why is it not hiding?
Press Y to open door.
Oh, God.
Press Y to close door.
I do hear chat. I do hear chat.
Hold Y to light up.
A few more places to search.
Do you mind just
Press Y to press
getting
hold Y
us
to extinguish.
out of here? Oh.
Press Y to open door. Hold Y to extinguish. Press Y to close door. Press Y to close door. Follow track objective. 27 meters.
There we go. We're hidden. Nice.
Follow track objective.
Oh, no.
19 meters. Follow track objective.
This is bad.
Follow track objective. 35.
I could probably do this, but it would take a
Socials.
it would take a
Follow
lot.
track objective.
Yeah.
29 meters.
I'm
Follow
assisting
track
with
objective.
camera
20
again.
meters.
But very lightly,
Follow
actually.
track
You're
objective.
doing,
Press right bumper to assassinate.
Oh. Well, that worked.
Follow track objective. 12. Follow track objective.
Oh, there we go. Like, you could.
Make room for the horses. Do not delay.
We must have assassinated the target.
No, you're try. Don't push any buttons. Just push forward.
I'm pushing forward.
Is that as far? Okay. You're on top of the marker, but it didn't pop.
Hold on.
Try doing the aim or the discover thing.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, it wanted you to identify the bad guy.
Quest. The Onryo Samurai. Objectives.
To get the
Reach a hot
box
place to observe
back.
the Onryo Samurai.
I have to
Assassinate
kill
the Onryo
him.
Samurai. Use left
I
bumper to
can
throw the
do
grappling
it
hook to
with
the
my
grapple point.
grappling hook.
I mean, we don't have to.
It's the best way to do it.
Assassinate enemies from above. Press right bumper to assassinate.
Hello. Goodbye.
Oh, that is a really
Entering dialogue.
cool looking move.
It feels
She's
great.
swinging
Yeah.
through the air, and then she continues swinging backwards, so she flips upside down in the air, and then so she like swan dives on top of him and kills him.
Yeah, we need to go. Sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, this is just a runaway, not a fight. Yep.
I know.
Left stick to ascend / descend.
One time we're using the grappling hook is a good
Heal while
idea.
you're at it.
Good point. Thank you, because you have no sense of your health bar.
Where are you going? Stop!
Here I'm going, away from you lot. Wow. Leap of faith into the thing, into the water. Nice. So yeah, you could theoretically do this, but that section there took me a bunch of tries when I would have done it, and we are about just over half an hour away from the end of stream. And I want to see if we
from
can.
the castle into a field with the box in her
You've
hands.
seen the navigation issues already,
She
so
falls,
just imagine
dropping
that
the
by like
box. A figure wearing a
tenfold.
white mask aims a rifle at her. Naue touches the gunshot wound on her abdomen and finds her hand covered in blood.
She can't be Kakushiba.
A man in a mask joins the shooter.
She's just a child.
She's like a cat with a gold coin. She has no idea what she carries.
As Naue crawls toward the box, the man, his mask painted with splotches of red, stomps on her leg.
Ooh.
The woman in the white mask reaches for the box.
What are you doing?
She straightens.
It will be safe in Sakai.
You will be safer with me.
He rests his hand on his sheathed sword, and she adjusts her grip on her rifle. Suddenly, a figure sprints straight at them. Nagato blocks the man's sword, then kicks the shooter in the mask. With a slash of his blade, Nagato cuts off the ear of the man in the painted mask. Nagato stands between Naue and the attackers, who recover and face him.
That box is not for you.
That is correct. It is for me.
A man approaches on horseback. Lying on the ground, Naue follows the figure's gaze to several other masked individuals stepping out of the trees. The figures wield different weapons and sport.
The music
I
is
love
amazing
the
here.
Wild West kind of music
Yes.
going on. The best way I can think of to describe it.
Individualized masks. One wrinkled, another one with pursed lips and crossed eyes. One man carries a bow at his side as he strides in line with the others. Naue's gaze sweeps down the line, and the figure with the cross-eyed mask hoists a kanabo over his shoulder.
There's that
One
word
figure
again. What
wears
does
a
it mean?
devilish mask as they all come to a stop, flanking the man
That
on
wasn't accurate,
horseback.
by the way.
Wasn't it?
Entering cinematic menu.
No, the one
Press
the
E to
one
ascend.
who
Press
hoisted
E
the
to close.
kanabo on his shoulder is not the one with the cross-eyed mask. It's the guy with the regular like samurai outfit. Not that it matters, but I just
No, well, it does matter. It does matter, technically.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But if you want to be, well, no, you're not being pedantic. You're being realistic about it. Like it does matter.
Yeah.
You know, as a thing, like scripting, sort of getting the scripting accurate is key to stuff like this.
Entering dialogue.
5 figures stand on each side of the mounted man, facing Naue and her father, who grips the hilt of his sword. Nagato turns his exhausted, determined face to his daughter. They share a long look before he returns his attention to the masked gang in front of him. With a grim expression, Nagato takes a two-handed grip on his sword and points it toward the masked figures before charging on them. Nagato slices an arrow out of the air. The kanabo-wielding figure lunges, but Nagato blocks the bulky weapon. An arrow in the shoulder drops Nagato to his knees as he reaches the line of figures. The heavily armored man slashes him across the abdomen.
Stabs him through the abdomen.
Fujibayashi Nagato. The Kakoshiba ends with you.
The shooter in the white mask brings the mounted man the box. He looks at the heavily armored man and jerks his head toward Naue and Nagato.
Put them out of their misery.
His underling obeys. Standing over Nagato, the heavily armored man looks toward Naue, who watches furiously. He kicks Nagato onto his back, the injured man clutching his stomach wound.
Your life's work is undone tonight.
He draws his sword and raises it over Nagato, who stares into the sky.
No!
The man in the painted mask steps over.
Let them suffer. Let them die in pain. Fine. We have what we came for.
The mounted man turns his horse around. The woman in the white mask slings her rifle across her back, and the heavily armored man looks over his shoulder at Naue. As the gang follows their leader into the trees, Naue grits her teeth in anguish.
Didn't have his mask on at the time.
Her father lies several yards away in the field.
And now we get into gameplay.
Oh, pause for 1 second.
Entering cinematic menu. Press A to resume.
So I'm curious to see if this will happen to you. In my game, so this is a kind of a dramatic scene where you have to crawl towards your father's body.
Yeah.
And in my game, when he gets like at the end of the cutscene, he is, I want to say, on his back.
Yeah,
he's on his back. And then when it puts you into gameplay, he is suddenly on his stomach. But halfway through the crawling sequence, the game apparently has code put in that is like, make sure he's laying on his back, otherwise the cutscene won't work.
Oh no!
So while you're crawling towards him, he stands up and then lays back down on his back.
Oh no! No, I was going to say, for the record, chat, the only reason... So I did try and get out of that... I just wanted to clarify. I did try and get out of that building on my own in the area we were in earlier. That was not the easiest of things to do. And I didn't actually necessarily manage to get out there myself. Hence, DB then taking over just for the sake of time and expediency. I could have, in theory, escaped on my own, but with those guys chasing you, it's not easy to do. Like, it would have probably taken a good few attempts. I would reckon anyway. If you want to see me reattempt that, we could go and do that in a future run, future stream. But you know, that wouldn't take too long to get to if you wanted to see me try and do that. But even so,
you know what I'm curious about. So we at the beginning we kind of intentionally left off that guided navigation thing.
Yeah.
Because the game thing. I'm actually now curious, if you turn guided navigation on, will it at least make sure that you always have an objective that you can orient yourself?
I wonder. But let's get through this and then we'll turn it on.
Yeah.
Dramatic crawling sequence. Which, oh god, wait. I thought this was like prescripted to not give you a... Did you see it gave me a collision cue? That was very
like 3 of them in a row.
That was very strange. And then I moved the camera and it worked. I think you're railroaded into not being able to move the camera anyway, which is weird.
Naue
Well, it's understandable,
strains
but
to drag herself over to her father with her forearms. He lies with his eyes closed. Naue's face crumples as she stares down at him. Then she lifts his hand to examine his abdominal wound. Leaves blow past in a strong breeze. Nagato peers at his daughter through squinted eyes.
Plum.
No.
I found you. No. No. I kept too much from you.
Nawe shakes her head tearfully.
Now, it dies with me.
Stop talking like that.
There is hope. Follow the blade.
Stuart! Stuart.
Remember the song in the music. We are together.
Oh. Also, ominous clue? Kind of.
His eyes drift closed.
Stuart! Stuart!
Sobs rack Nawe's body as she rests her hand on her father's. She lowers her head to his chest, hugging him tightly. Nawe's sobs subside as she lies against her father's body, the view gradually rising toward the darkening sky.
It's a brilliant sequence, like in a sort of dark
Above the
way.
village, the assassin's insignia appears in white paint strokes over the words Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yay! Title card. Yeah, I'm curious
dialogue.
in terms of navigation stuff. Once we get into actual gameplay, I'll turn it back on. And a cutscene that doesn't have any AD. Oh well. But at least you know you've entered the cutscene by the entering dialogue message.
Now he looks around the room at a bunch of paper drawings. There's a young boy sitting. He startles and runs away.
Have to get back. What is this
Quest,
place?
untable dead. Objectives, escape the area.
The screen is all shimmering.
Oh yeah, this is a weird one. Because it says escape the area, but you actually have no
Entering cinematic
true
menu.
objective. So what we'll
Press A
do
to options. Press A to options. Entering options.
is
Press
let's...
slider. Field of subpage. Press left bumper to previous tab. Gameplay tab. Disabled toggle. Guided exploration. Drop full. Disabled subpage. Difficulty tuning.
Oh, so see, look.
Grayed out.
Mode.
Yeah, so
This option cannot be changed because saving is not allowed at the moment.
yeah.
Disabled
So
pathfinding
why
experience
is
and replaces
saving tied to
Entering cinematic menu.
difficulty?
Press A to resume.
That makes no sense.
Untable dead. Objectives.
And
escape
also,
the area.
even if we had got here, there's no way to actually know where to go,
Hold Y to extinguish.
other than just by luck. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Hold Y to extinguish.
you would not know how to get out of this.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even follow the noise because the noise is moving. Would you care to escort me out of the area? Or to provide
yes.
enough assistance that we can...
How did I get here? Stuart. Stuart.
Oh, that was
That was
weird.
interesting because all you really have to do is like just walk out of the building, and then you automatically collapse and you go on to the next thing.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know
But
to...
you wouldn't know how to get out.
Exactly. Oh.
Cutscene, white background.
Seen from behind,
So there we go.
a young woman, Nawe, slides open shoji doors, revealing a large tree standing at the edge of a property.
I don't know if you noticed that. The AD read a title card. Not the AD,
Yes.
the narration read a title card. But it read it underneath everything else, so it was basically inaudible.
Beyond it
Entering
lies a
dialogue.
picturesque village consisting of houses and small farms with mountains in the distance. A villager carries 2 water buckets as others mill around the dirt paths. Naue steps outside. She stretches her arms, then takes a few steps toward a man by a well playing a suchebue, a globular vessel flute.
See, that's an unusual description, but it kind of works.
He blows into the top while using both hands to cover and uncover holes on the vessel. He slowly opens his eyes, and the young woman smiles at him.
Morning, Chichue.
Morning.
The man, Nagato, turns to face his daughter.
The sun is nearly risen.
Pause for a sec.
Entering cinematic menu. Press A to resume. Press B to close.
That is.
What?
You like they don't look in the least bit different from how they did before.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is exactly how they've looked the whole time. Except now it's like there's a man and a young woman. It's like no, it's obviously the characters we know.
So I'm wondering if Janissary has the right of it, and they may have been given these scenes in chronological order. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. So either chronological order for the game,
or just
just knowing how game development works. Like for example, that previous one where it was wrong about who was holding the club, sort of thing.
Yeah, could have been
because it takes time to get voiceovers recorded. So they had the script, they sent it off to get it recorded, and then the developers made changes before the game actually came out that weren't reflected in the script.
Yeah, which is also like either or both are possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's an interesting fact that it does make it feel very disjointed indeed. I'll say that much.
Entering dialogue.
Are late.
She rolls her eyes with a smile.
Yesterday, you were slow.
They take a few steps to an open area outside the house.
Today.
He draws a wooden katana.
We move faster.
Naue peers around her father at another wooden katana sticking out of the ground behind him.
Hi, Chichue.
She gives him a soft smile.
Getting past me
Quest,
is the
wake up call.
first challenge.
Objectives. Pick up your Bukin.
Yeah, so you have an objective, thankfully. I wonder if we can turn it on from here. Not that it matters at the moment, but we can look to turn it on so it's on.
Press left bumper to previous tab.
Does that make sense, chat?
Press right bumper to next. Press left bumper to previous tab. Game disabled toggle. Guided exploration.
No,
disabled subpage.
because
Entering
apparently
cinematic.
saving
Press A to
isn't
resume.
allowed.
Entering gameplay.
Or
Follow
something.
Track, follow track objective. 10 meters. Quest. Wait.
What did I
Objectives.
say?
Pick up your Bukin.
Faster.
Where? So our objective was there, and it's now gone.
The problem is when you get close enough that it no longer shows you the distance, it seems that the narration doesn't narrate it, even though it's still on the screen.
Faster.
I think you might have to help me with this, just for the sake of time.
There you go. Go for it.
I did. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Okay, now you should be able to lock onto him.
Yep. There we go. Oh. So let me get my OCR because got break. Cool. I know how to do that.
Good. There's weight behind your strike.
3 and 4. The narration should have read
Go
that though.
easy on your father. Pretend I am your enemy.
Oh, that was lucky. So I'm just pressing parry periodically.
I did not teach you that.
There you go. Oh,
What are you?
I'm trying to be lucky and get the parries. There we go.
I'm getting better. I am.
Show me. You win this match. I will cook tonight.
Deal.
Okay.
Entering gameplay. Objectives. Collect Nagato's attacks.
Ow. Ow. See, I wish I could get those parries, but... Oh, there we go. Okay. And. Oh, of course.
Good posture, but always defend. That's enough.
Ah!
I almost had you.
I don't think you can win that, to be honest.
You can.
Oh.
I
am
lost
ready
the
to
first
train
time
with
and then
the
I
others to
reloaded,
do it.
and then I won.
This training is enough. You have other obligations.
Yeah, if there were
Anti-Semitic
parry
menu.
cues, it wouldn't
Press
be
A
a
to resume.
problem.
Press B to close.
Yeah.
It's just because you have to.
The actual cutscene stays basically the same. It's
Yeah.
He says, "I'll make fish tonight,"
Nice.
and then it continues on as
Yeah,
as
but
normal.
but is there an achievement for winning against him?
No.
Seems like the sort of thing there would be, to be honest.
I am the
Yeah.
daughter of
Entering
one
dialogue.
of Iga's greatest warriors. Don't I have a reputation to uphold?
You are also a daughter of Iga. That means caring for the people within it.
That's what I'm asking to do. I want to protect them.
The Iga way is shared responsibility, community, and benevolence.
Something Spider-Man.
You will bestow that upon Matsu today.
Sort of.
Auntie Matsu again.
Any day she needs you, you will help her. Or any of our neighbors.
Yes, Chichue. Auntie Matsu
Entering
kept me
follow.
for
Holding
hours
follow. B to cancel
yesterday.
auto-follow.
So hold on to
Hearing
follow.
the
So
lost
auto
best
follow
from her
does
trade
exist
should have taught you to
for
work
certain
quickly.
I
things.
kept getting stung.
No complaints. You know why we help our neighbors. Alone, we are nothing. But together,
The height of the great mountain is not made by one stone.
yes. To the rest of the country, we Igans are different people. So we must come together to form a mountain.
This morning, I feel like rubble.
You are a pebble now. As my daughter, much is expected of you. The Fujibayashi name is a rock at the base of the mountain.
Why
I
is,
know, Chichue.
why is everything
I'll help
rocks and
Auntie.
pebbles? And...
Good. Do you know what she will give you in return?
Breakfast.
So, it's
Press
not
button.
for nothing.
I
You
mean,
give, and you receive. That is community. I have my own work to do.
it's
Be
not,
on your
not
best
bad.
behavior.
Not
I
bad
will.
reason to go and help, is it? Right now, wonder if saving's enabled. I doubt
Entering
it.
cinematic menu. Press A to quit to memories. Press A to options. Press B to close. Entering options. Press left bumper to previous tab. Subpage. Toggle. Guided exploration mode.
Yay!
Disables the pathfinding experience and replaces it with simplified objective markers, streamlining exploration at the cost of removing and modifying intended gameplay elements.
Oh!
Some achievements cannot be unlocked in guided exploration mode.
So,
Press B to back.
do you notice
Hold
how
Y to
that
reset
is a
page.
totally
Press menu
different
to lock.
description to what the game tells you before?
Yes.
Like, entirely different. Like, literally different words.
Subpage. Difficulty. Toggle. Guided exploration mode. Off. Disables
I
the pathfinding
mean,
experience and replaces it with
we
simplified
could turn
objective
it on
markers,
and just see
streamlining
what it
exploration at the
does.
cost of removing and modifying intended gameplay elements.
I mean, for the
Some
for the
achievements cannot
first
be
two
unlocked in
missions
guided
at
exploration
least,
mode.
I have
Press B to back.
a pretty good
Hold Y to
idea
reset page.
of
Disabled. Press menu to apply.
what
Press B to
you're
back.
supposed to do.
Hold Y to reset page.
So
General.
I
Yeah.
should be able to tell you fairly quickly if you're
General.
missing
Do you want to
anything
apply your changes?
Oh.
Press B to cancel.
notable.
Press X to discard.
Hang on.
Press A to apply. General. Reload the. Entering cinematic menu.
Whoa,
Press A to resume.
whoa.
Press B. Press A.
Uh,
Press A to options.
Did
Press B to
I?
close. Entering options. Press subpage. Image calibration. Press left bumper to previous tab. Game toggle. Guided exploration mode. Off. Disables the
Wait, hold
pathfinding
on.
experience. On.
Turn that
Press B
on.
to back.
Oh, wait.
Hold Y to reset
Yeah.
page. Press menu to apply. General.
Oh, press.
Do you want to apply your changes? Press B to
Yeah,
cancel.
that's fine.
Press X. General. Reload the game world to apply the options. Your progress will be reset to the last checkpoint.
Okay.
Press B to discard. Press A to reload.
So last checkpoint should be just there, basically.
Yep.
I would hope. Oh god, imagine if it stuck us right the way back at a different
Entering
thing.
Press D-pad left and right to cycle hints. Nice try. Those can block assassination attempts, unless you learn the appropriate skills.
Let's have a look. So
Entering
this
gameplay.
one does, I
Quest.
believe, have
Protocol.
objectives already,
Objectives.
but we'll see.
Takumatsu.
Where is... No?
Wait. Turn to your left slowly.
Follow tracked objective. 100.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. It wasn't picking it up, but it is there.
Yeah, sometimes you have to move about for a while. Listen to how fast she's running, just like not barely touching the ground or the surface. I should be checking where I'm going. And also, cat.
That particular piece, you were running on a curved railing, so you basically ran in a half circle.
150 meters.
And completely the opposite direction of your objective.
Because of course.
Morning,
Follow
Monta.
track objective. 117 meters.
117. We're a Spartan now, are we? 117. Why not? Oh, it's doing that annoying thing where it decides to. Ah! Hold on a minute. Why?
Follow track objective.
Oh,
115 meters.
there we go. 2 seconds. Hey, Squibsy, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing all right, thank you. What about you?
Follow track objective. 117 meters.
We are playing the new Assassin's Creed Shadows, thanks to
Follow track
Ubisoft
objective.
for giving me
93
a
meters.
review code, and thanks to the wonderful
What will
DB
it be today,
giving me
Auntie
assistance
Follow
by
track
Weeding the
parsec where
turnips?
needed.
Scrubbing your iron pots? I'll find out just over the hill.
The accessibility is sort of okay, but there are
Follow track
a
objective.
few
34 meters. Follow track
questionable
objective.
decisions. Would that be a fair assessment, DB? Do you reckon? Like it's good, but it's not as good as it could be. Thing is it?
This is one of those games that wins the award for most improved
Follow track objective.
accessibility
Yes.
without saying anything about what it's improved to.
What? No, not what it's improved to, but like, it's one of those games where it will be massively eligible for
Follow track
most
objective.
improved
Follow track objective. 19 meters.
thing, but there's still stuff
Follow
that
track
it
objective.
needs to do to be fully accessible with that site.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow track
exactly.
objective. 8 meters.
The improvement is excellent,
Yeah.
but that
Follow
doesn't
track objective.
mean
8 meters.
that it's done by a long shot.
And it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it's fully playable either. I would say.
Exactly.
Follow track objective. 8 meters.
If in doubt,
Press one to
roll.
Good morning,
Entering
Auntie
dialogue.
Matsu.
There we go. So I found that by myself. Yay!
Smelled my miso shiru brewing across the village, eh?
Eggplant and daiko?
Your favorite. But not ready yet. Come later.
My father said you needed my help.
So. An old woman forgets.
Let me help.
Oh. Whew. These knees don't bend like they used to. It's the jewels of my land, my crops.
Oh my
I give
word!
them water.
Entering cinematic menu. Press A to resume. Press B to
Hold
close.
on. Hey, Chloe, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Sightless Combat, award-winning multi-credited accessibility consultant, gamer without sights, and currently assassin in training, sort of. I guess. Given we are playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm joined by my wonderful co-pilot DB, who is assisting when needed, which isn't necessarily as often as you'd think. Oh, Squibsy, you are too kind. You are far too kind. What were you doing, Chloe? How did it go? What were you playing? No, if any of you have any questions, do feel free to ask, and I will answer what I can. If you're wondering what I mean by gamer without sight, there's a little explanation in the chat. And essentially, DB and I are controlling the same game we're controlling the same game simultaneously where needed via the internet. So, yay, that's fun. Where is? Oh, you got to a good story point that made you cry? Oh, well, I hope it... What? I'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Right, let's have a look.
Wish them well.
Entering dialogue.
And in the morning,
So
they
you'll get to
disappear.
see the accessibility bits,
Something wanders
features.
my yard.
So AD
Beast or
and
spirit, I
other
am
things as
sure.
well. Audio description, of course.
Spirits, Auntie?
They are everywhere, you know, like gnats. Whatever it is, you will find it. I can always count on my Naoi. Observation is the first step to victory. You need higher ground to find what haunts me. Climb the old tower. Tell me what you see.
Enjoy your lurk, Squibsy.
Work first, then rewards. And lucky you, it will be my best one yet.
I won't let you down.
Yeah, so I'm finding the game to be
Entering gameplay.
a
Socials,
test of
wing call.
patience.
Objectives. Optimatsu.
I think is the best way to describe it. Like, I've been playing it for preview, well, for review rather, and it is
Follow track objective.
like
137 meters.
it's got the skeleton of being really good, but unfortunately the accessibility, particularly with the navigation. So if I'm turning around here,
Follow track.
like
Follow track
there's
objective.
that tiny
120.
radius
Follow track objective. Follow track.
there
Follow track objective. 129
where it
meters.
tells you how far you got to go, but that will sometimes vanish for reasons, and you'll get that little noise, which means you can't go through. So you then have to work your way round, which the game doesn't really tell you how to do because the game is guiding you, or is navigating you directly, like as in through geometry.
I can see Matsu's crops from up there.
Well, I can't. So if you've never been in these streams before, you will begin to hear all the puns as the crow flies, indeed, or as the eagle flies, I guess. We're making deliberate assassin jokes. Because why not?
101 meters.
There we go.
I wish I had the eagle sound
Oh,
sound
God,
effect
yeah.
queued.
Yeah, no, I do too. Most of you end up getting stuck in the bushes? Indeed. Well, I get stuck wherever I can get stuck, and it's not by choice.
99 meters.
There we go. Yeah, but there's audio description. There's a bunch of like auto traversal stuff, which is good. Or rather, the parkour is auto traversal in essence,
66. Follow track
which helps a
objective.
lot.
66 meters.
You know, there's the menu narration, which you're hearing. There's me jumping over geometry, or trying to.
Follow track objective. 66 meters.
Yeah, exactly, Joe, exactly. So even the good thing is it proves that it's not just me who gets stuck and lost and confused.
Follow
It's
track.
sighted players as
Follow
well.
track objective. 48
If you
meters.
crawl here, you can go through.
Oh,
There should be a sound cue for that, but
there should be, but
I'm your sound cue.
yeah,
Follow
thank
track
you.
objective. 40 meters. Follow track objective. 30 meters.
Yay!
Follow track objective. 20 meters.
Up and over,
Follow track objective. 14 meters.
up and over. So that little blip you're hearing is a climb.
Follow track.
Oh, I think we're very close.
Follow track objective. Follow track objective. 8 meters. Follow track objective. 69 meters.
Oh, what? See, why does it go from 8 to that?
It's an
Follow track
animal.
objective.
Oh,
50
there we go.
meters.
A deer?
That's why.
Follow track objective. 40 meters. Follow track objective. 40 meters.
If only
Follow
we could
track
just
objective,
leap
30
everywhere,
meters.
that would help.
Follow track objective. 20 meters.
But no, lovely
That
to.
jump there, by the way, was a leap of faith. And
Yeah.
so far, the only time I've seen a leap of faith in the game not be a leap of faith. She just kind of jumps off and lands on her back, like you would expect from somebody who isn't an assassin yet. But every other time, she does it perfectly.
Imagine if the noise. Imagine if the landing sort of fitted that. So it'd be like, "Ow, God, that is painful." That'd be kind of darkly comic.
Follow track objective. 12
Um,
meters.
Let's
Follow
go
track objective.
through here.
Entering dialogue.
So I was just hitting Y as I went up to it, just because Y is normally the thing you use to interact with stuff. But no, thank you so much, Chloe, for the raid. It's good to see you. I'll probably see you at Sea of Thieves Fest. I should do anyway.
All right.
If you're going.
Now he's addressing a baby deer who just came by to see the adult deer that
Whoever
had
did
been slain.
this will pay.
Quest. Wake up call. Use left trigger to observe your surroundings and highlight objects of interest.
Yay! Welcome to the thing.
Follow track objective. 59 meters.
Thank you. Thank you, Ghost, for the follow. Much appreciated. And as I say, Chloe, thank you so much for the raid. Hugely appreciate that.
Follow track objective. 61 meters.
There we go. So I've tagged whatever it is, though it never tells you, and
Follow
that's
track
only a
objective,
thing you get to
50
do
meters.
once,
Follow track objective. 39 meters.
which is unfortunate.
Follow track objective.
Oh wait, hold
30
on.
meters.
Oh yeah,
Someone
yeah, yeah.
made a fire. And I
Follow
hear
track objective.
voices.
20 meters.
We should be on the road to Yamato already. Not till my belly's full.
Follow track objective. 10 meters. Follow track objective. 10 meters.
It feels very anime. Do you know what I mean?
Who wants to know?
Yes.
I do.
We are innocent survivors from battle, starving and alone. You would turn us away?
Not with that flimsy Bokens, you won't.
Use move left stick to choose. Press X to conversation log. You could have
So
asked
the
for
fun
help.
fact, the conversation log does not read.
Ow. Really?
Yep.
It's literally plain text.
I know. I know. It doesn't make sense to me either.
Good Lord, Ubisoft, you had one job.
But let's be fair, they have got a working choice system, so that's good.
That is true.
You could have asked for your thieves.
By working, I mean narrated, so I don't have to get assistants to read the text.
You could have asked for help. Your thieves.
Let's just be like, you're thieves, because why not?
You stole the food.
Can't steal wild, dear.
The crops. And you're trespassing on our land.
If what killed our army follows us, those crops will be burned soon anyway.
Leave! Now!
Make us.
Entering gameplay. Press. Follow track objective. Follow track objective. Follow track objective.
I think this is just a survival thing, really, isn't it? Ow. Ow. There we go.
She's not worth it.
Entering dialogue.
Go!
I just about survived. Took a few hits.
And stay out of Yiga!
Entering gameplay. Quest. Wake up call. Objectives. Hunt down the troublemaker.
Yay.
Report back to Matsu. Defeat the outsiders. Follow tracked objective.
So now
Follow tracked objective. 234
So
meters.
we've got the guided exploration on, but I don't think for this mission it makes much of a difference.
Follow tracked objective.
Necessarily.
200 meters.
Nothing to worry about. I handled
It's going to be
them just
interesting
fine.
when we start
But
building
it
the
sounds
hideout,
like
eh,
something
DB?
was following them to
That's going to be the interesting bit.
Something big.
Oh, come on. So if you ever see your character do that sort of jump
Follow tracked
motion,
objective.
then
143
you
meters.
know you're stuck. You have to sort of roll about a bit.
Follow tracked. Follow tracked objective. 139
That works.
meters.
Whee! This is more luck rather than judgment. Kind of.
Follow tracked objective.
We're getting
150
there.
meters.
Bear in
Follow track
mind,
objective,
DB has no
180 meters.
control over my game. Well, no, he has control, but he's not utilizing it. Unless we call upon the,
Follow track
in
objective,
his own
131
admission,
meters.
unintelligent assistant camera thing. No, it's-
Follow tracked objective. 99 meters.
there we go, we're getting there. He says, and then immediately gets stuck.
Follow tracked
Great.
objective. 93 meters.
Oh, wait, no,
Yay.
I should be the natural
Follow track objective. 75
unintelligence.
meters.
Well, as opposed to the great intelligence if you're making a Doctor Who reference.
Well, no, well, yeah, but opposed to the artificial intelligence.
I see, yes. Yeah.
39 meters.
That's
Follow track
yeah.
objective. 30 meters.
I see where you're going. Sorry, my brain was focused on trying to get through
Follow track objective. 20
weird
meters.
geometry. Whee! No. Yeah, maybe. No, apparently not.
Follow track.
Basically, it's a matter of
18
going
meters.
left or right round the thing and hoping you can get round whatever it is.
If you roll left a couple times,
Follow
you
track
should be able
objective. 15 meters.
I love the
one
fact
more
that you.
left.
I love the fact that you said should be able to get through, as everything seems to just shatter.
Follow track objective.
It's like if you roll
14
left
Actually,
a couple.
try
Follow
diving
track
forward.
objective. 14 meters.
Forward and circle.
Oh.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay,
did.
that worked.
I didn't know you could dive.
Follow track
That's
objective.
fun.
6 meters.
Oh wait,
I didn't know you could dive through bamboo walls.
no, but useful. How do we?
Follow track. Follow track objective. 6 meters.
How are we
Yeah,
basically?
sadly, that
Follow-
6
follow-
meters is directly below you because you're on the roof of the house.
So this is the problem. As the eagle flies, that objective is not going to work.
Follow track objective. 8 meters.
And
Follow track objective.
There you go.
Press Y to open
I've
door.
just been very
Press Y to
lucky, I
close door.
think.
Yeah.
Press Y to close door.
Just in time.
Yay! See,
The
I,
miso shiru is almost ready.
that was by pure luck. getting around there and in. I tried to do that for a little while the other day and could not get it to work. Oh. How do we... Speaking of which... I'm guessing
Right
that's...
behind
Sorry, knocking over things. Yeah, there's no quick turn either, which is a problem. So if you say behind me, it could be a length of time. Where? That's the thing. Where we're so close to the objective.
Press Y to open door.
Don't. Yeah.
No, I wasn't going to do that. Don't worry. I'm not that
Press Y
ridiculous.
to close door.
Nope. How do we?
Just turn to your right.
Press Y to sit.
There we go.
There you go.
Yay! Eventually. Goodness me.
Entering dialogue.
But because of DB's
So tell
assistance,
me,
we've got through
beast or
like
spirit?
got to.
Peasant Ashigaru from outside.
Sorry.
Entering cinematic
We,
menu.
where
Press A to resume.
DB has assisted
Press B to
me vaguely with the navigation, we've got to almost where I'd got to with like 3 hours of game time. Almost.
Iga.
Entering dialogue.
I fought them off.
Of course you did.
And that's
You're
yeah.
Fujibayashi.
And that's
did they
basically
get in our
encompassing
village?
having all the chat and
My
everything
father
in,
says
in
Iga
this
is a
save.
locked door.
What matters is that you chase them off. Eat. Good for the heart and the bones.
Nice. What is it, like a...
Those soldiers.
What,
They spoke.
what kind of food
Entering
is
cinematic
it
menu.
then? Like
Press A
a
to
sort
resume.
of...
Press B to close.
Sorry, I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
I'm saying, what kind of food
Go
is...
back.
Yeah.
Like something
Entering
is
dialogue.
coming. A battle.
You are strong. You will meet
It's a
trouble
bowl
with courage
of-
and a full stomach.
Looks like soup
But
with
you
like
must do it
vegetables in it.
without me.
Sounds nice.
Why? My father said you were once a great fighter.
That is long behind me. These days, I am only good with a hocho to chop vegetables.
Use move left stick to choose. Press X to conversation log. You need rest. You are strong.
Don't talk like that. Your spirit is young.
My body is old now, eh? It is tired. Soon I will venture up the mountain and never return. Happily.
Well, as long as you're around, I will take care of you. And when you can't even use a hocho, you can live with me and my father.
A generous soul, like your mother. Oh, how proud Suyu would be to see who you are becoming. Oh, no,
My father doesn't like to talk about her.
he has his reasons. Forgive me. Eat more, huh?
Entering dialogue.
Eat all the food.
Misoshiru Nagato?
They're coming.
Who?
The armies of Oda Nobunaga. His son is at our borders. Nobukatsu, ready to attack Iga. I must meet them head on. We can't let them reach the village.
Use move left stick to choose. Press X to conversation log. I'll go with you. I'm scared for you. I'll go with you.
Let's be deliberately brave and sort of
I'm scared
hot-headed.
for you.
Why not?
I'll go with you.
I'll come with you.
No. Protect Matsu. Stay quiet and safe.
But I can fight.
You do not know what you are asking to do. You are not ready. Trust me.
Who do you think you are,
Follow my
Kratos?
Yes, Chichiue.
He's very
Wait for me.
Kratos, isn't he?
I will return.
The peasant Ashigaru. They were a warning.
Sit. Eat.
She's like, but I don't want to. I want to go and like hit people in the face with a
Entering dialogue.
wooden thing.
No, I didn't notice that before. The
feel
Mitsue's bowl is empty. Naoe's
Waiting
is still
not
full.
useless.
Huh.
Like I say,
So she did need her food.
observation is the
Ah.
key to victory.
Shame.
Or else we are carps on the slab.
I shouldn't have taken no for an answer. I should be beside my father right now, fighting. He thinks I'm weak.
No, Naoe.
Yes, I'm done waiting. I want to help. I want to fight.
So let us go. You have kept your bravery dark behind your eyes so your father does not see it. Enough hiding.
Enough hiding.
I know just where to begin. Off we go.
So all of a sudden, you're like, it just makes me wonder with that line of thought, because one minute she's like, oh, my body's old and I need rest or whatever. Like, I'll be, one day I'm going to go to the bed. And now she's like, let's go and give you training stuff, whatever.
Entering dialogue.
I don't know. I don't mind. It's just a funny coincidence.
So unfortunately, I have to run. My brother's coming over in a few minutes.
That's all fine.
But I think you've got some cutscenes,
Yeah,
and then should autosave after that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to try and save over the top of the save that I used earlier and just see where that ends up, because it should be fine.
And hopefully not over the top of a save that you didn't even touch.
Exactly.
Like that first time, that was still crazy.
But it's funny how it's auto-save 1, or manual save 1 rather. Like, maybe that's like a routine that they built in and just hasn't been patched or something. I don't know. It's very strange. Anyway, thank you so much, DB, for your amazing co-hosting as usual and assistance where needed. And at least we have a way to get through this game. What will hopefully be relatively smoothly as well.
Yeah.
So have a good one, and I will see you next week for, well, more of this, or some Atomfall, or maybe some Last of Us. Who knows? We'll figure that out between us.
Yeah. Good night.
All right. But we are not going to end stream just yet. We're not going to end just yet. We're going to watch the rest of these cutscenes, because I'm still here.
Entering dialogue.
That's good. Can you hear me? Understand me?
And welcome back.
Now,
Yeah, exactly.
I'll ask you politely not to run away again. Hmm?
Use move left stick to choose. Press X to conversation log. I won't run.
Seems like a
You can't keep me here.
slightly sinister character.
I won't run.
I've played further ahead than this, so
I can't go anywhere. Not like this.
Glad you have come to your senses. Have you ever seen a bone pierce its way through the skin?
See, that sounds creepy.
Not my own.
If you were to take another stroll on that leg, I imagine you'd see it firsthand. It is a miracle you are alive, young one.
I'm not that young.
When you get to be my age, everyone is young. What is your name?
just waiting there, just not saying anything.
You will be here for some time.
But does anyone have any
I might
questions,
as
any
well know what to
observations?
call you.
Fujibayashi, Naoe, of Iga.
I am Sorin. The little one is Junjiro. And this place is Makino Odera, a temple. Or at least, what is left of it. War's shadow has darkened much in Setsu, as in Iga.
When you found me, did you... Is he...
I am sorry.
A distraught look overtakes Naoe's face, and she slowly lies back on her mat. Soren stands and leaves her alone. Shadows play across Naoe and her room as day turns to night. The time-lapse view continues, showing Junjiro and Soren periodically entering to check on Naoe or leave her food, which goes untouched.
I like the idea in this.
Naoe lies still
Helps.
on her mat as days pass and seasons change.
Yes, that's a secondary track. If you've not heard of AD before, it's a secondary
Entering
track used in like films and TV and theatre, where it describes the visuals on screen. Though unfortunately, it is not always present in this game, or in any game. I think, arguably, depending on how you classify AD.
You...
Use press to choose. Press tab to conversation log.
Oh, hold on. I need to actually be in game. That helps.
Spit. Say nothing. It's all right. Spit it out. It's all right. You can speak. Say nothing.
I'm gonna say nothing because I don't want to. Well,
It's all right. You can speak.
let's say it's all right.
Go ahead. I won't bite.
You should eat more. Soren says you'll need your strength soon.
Junjiro, fetch me a blade, would you? I believe it's time we freed our guest from her splint.
He's strange, Junjiro.
You are hardly one to talk. You've been a ghost for weeks.
Is he afraid of me?
Should he be?
Use move left stick to choose. Press X to conversation. Junjiro has nothing to fear, as long as he's not an enemy. Junjiro has nothing to fear from me.
Junjiro has nothing to fear from me. Why not?
No, of course not.
Good.
They've been hospitable enough.
You should know it was Junjiro who tended to you day and night. Junjiro who kept a cross on your brow to break Zafiba.
Is that when he painted all those portraits?
The boy paints what he sees. Be kind to him, Naoe. He's lost more than you know. Pain is expected, but you can walk. It will be some time before you're at full strength.
I mean, that makes
But
sense.
you can walk toward it on your feet, and maybe even help around the temple for once. What a thought. Ah, the knife. Thank you, Junjiro.
Well, wait, but you said...
You know how my hands shake in the cold, Junjiro. I'll leave you to it.
Wow. He's just like, yeah, this is fine.
Go on. I trust you. See?
I don't like handling knives. Are you sure I didn't hurt you?
Don't worry. I'm tougher than I look.
Really?
What's that supposed to mean?
I just meant because you're... Never mind.
No, I've been enjoying the story and stuff of this game. It's just the navigation and things have been
Entering dialogue.
a rather grating situation. Yeah, once these cutscenes are finished, we'll leave it there. How does that sound, chat? Again, a lack of AD here, sadly. It is strange that there's places where the AD
No,
is just
I was hoping-
entirely absent.
Did you do this, Junjiro?
I don't paint like that anymore.
Sorin said you paint what you see. I'm sorry you had to see this.
There are lots of beautiful things too, if you know where to look. I can teach you. Let me get my brush.
And I believe this is technically going to be gameplay.
Good to
Quest
be on
entering
my
gameplay.
feet again.
Quest and unpayable debt.
Even
Objectives.
with the
Hold with
ache.
Junjiro.
I wonder
Yep.
if I'll ever be a...
Quest to entering map.
And
Quest
let's
and unpayable debt.
go.
Objectives. Paint with Junjiro.
Oh, we have to hold.
Azumi Setsu. Yamato. Key.
No?
Press B to close. Press left stick to tutorials. Press Y to place marker.
We
Disabled.
got-
Hold Y to remove all markers. Disabled. Press pad down to legend. Press right stick to recenter. Hold view button to animus. Press view button to system. Press left bumper to previous tab.
Y.
Press right bumper to next tab. Entering system menu.
There we go.
Press A to load. Press A to options.
Let's try this.
Press A to save.
So we're going to
Press B.
save.
Entering save menu. Create a new life in IGA. Manual save for.
We're
March
going to
26th,
save over
2025.
save for.
1 hour 3 minutes and 3 seconds. 20 hours 37 minutes and 43 seconds. Overwrite existing save game. Saving over an existing save slot will make you lose all save progress. This can't be undone. Press B to no. Press A to yes.
Yep. I want to do
Create new
that.
save. Pain and promises. Manual save 4. Life in IGA. Manual save 1.
Yeah, so
Pain and promises. Manual save 3. March 23rd, 2025. 2 hours 56 minutes and 17 seconds. 11 hours 45. Pain and promises. Manual save 4. March 26th, 2025.
there we go.
2 hours 35 minutes and 20 seconds.
So that's the,
22 hours 19 minutes and 53 seconds.
that's the actual
Entering system
save. There we
menu.
are.
Press A to
Strong
save.
as before.
Entering
And
gameplay.
now,
Quest
I
and
wonder
unplayable
if
dead.
it even
Objectives.
matters.
Paint with.
if
Quest.
I
Entering map. Quest and
come on,
unplayable dead. And entering
system menu. There we go.
Press A to quit to memories. Are you
And
sure
let's
you want
go there. There we are. So that's where we're going to resume next week, or whenever we resume this. I hope this has been enlightening and useful. And if anyone has any questions, do feel free to reach out, and I will answer what I can gladly.
Entering the shadows.
And if you want to know where to find me,
1579C.
the Discord is arguably the best place.
Press space
And then,
bar
of
to
course,
access. Press
I
F1 to
have
unanimous.
all of my socials and things as well, including those ones, which are linked in the YouTube description as well if you're watching the YouTube video. With that being said, I want to thank all of you for coming along for this. It's been absolutely fantastic to play this alongside all of you and have such great reactions and discussions of all of this. Hold on, let me just...
Switch to full screen camera only.
There we go. But with that being said, I want to once again thank DB, who I know isn't here at the moment, but I want to once again thank him for being such a great co-host and co-pilot where needed. And as for streaming, there won't be a stream this Sunday because it is Mother's Day in the UK. So I will see you all next week for the continuation of whatever it is. And we should being the operative word, be back to normal scheduling-wise. With that being said, all that remains for me to say is I've been Sightless Combat. Thank you so much, everybody, for a great stream and amazing support as always. Have a great rest of the day, whatever time it is in your part of the world, whatever time it is where you are. Stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next stream. Thank you very much for watching.